This is the First Bank Sports Network, and here he is, Marty the Tortilla Monster from Alpine. Definitely a force to be reckoned with as he takes on this man, Cole Bring the Boom from Afton. Both of these two competing today in the First Bank Tortilla Challenge. As you know, the first one to spit out their water will lose. Each slapping round will begin with paper, rock, scissors, with the winner slapping the other with a dang tortilla. Now, here we go. The water is in the mouth, and paper, rock, scissors, shoot. And looks like Cole is going to win with some paper there. And here goes the wind-up. You got a green tortilla. Wow, what a slap. We got to see that one again. Look at this placement. And, yes, jiggle in the jowls. But, looks like Marty just won the second round with scissors, so he's ready for some revenge. Look at that! Wow, what a slap! But still no water spewed. Who is going to spew? We'll be back after this.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Make plans now to spend this winter in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Bring your snowmobiles or rent one from one of our local retailers. The Grays River and surrounding areas offer plenty of options for both beginner and experienced rider. Or slow it down on our snowshoeing and cross-country ski trails. And of course, unwind with exceptional lodging and dining options. Book your Alpine, Wyoming winter stay today.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com. See how we sell your home and save you money? Very demure, very cutesy. Call Assist to Sell the Realty Team today for your next real estate transaction.
1 in 4 vehicles will need a new battery this year. Don't wait until yours dies to do something. Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performing batteries designed to keep you moving.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool! We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit Desi'sDance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's Desi'sDance.com.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
In the game of life, you don't want to fumble your internet connection. Silver Star is here for you. Whether it's game time or homework time, Silver Star won't fumble when you need us. No more lag, no more buffering, no more drop connections. Get connected today at silverstar.com and experience fast, reliable, fumble-free internet. Silver Star, your connection, your way.
The Bank of Star Valley would like to congratulate Damian Burgess on being this week's Man of the Week. Congrats, Damian.
Damian Burgess, son of JR and Katie Burgess, senior, O&D line, Afton, Wyoming.
Braves have Damian Burgess at tailback. Pitch to Damian, the center. Touchdown! The saxophone player and the center puts it into the end zone. Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's that sound?
Less stress with Stress Reducer. The soothing sounds of mating whales have been scientifically proven to reduce stress.
Less. Customers can easily shop for tires and schedule services online, so when they come in, there's no stress.
Feeling relaxed yet?
I'm so far from relaxed.
No stress with Point S.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice, it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
There was a time when I first got this AFib that I couldn't do anything at all. I run out of energy just walking across the floor. Dr. Gonzalez started some procedures and some medicines, and I feel pretty dang good, and I can go out and do things. When you need cardiologist services, you need them, and you need them right now.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
I'm Rob Erickson, and I've been on the weight loss plan taught by Brian Drollinger now since May of this year. I'm down 43 pounds, and I feel better than I have in a long time. I love the convenience of the program. It's very straightforward and easy to operate. I'm able to grab my fuelings and get back with my busy life. I would definitely encourage anybody who's interested in living a healthier lifestyle to give Brian a try.
To learn more, attend the next Night of Health and Hope event on Wednesday, November 13th at 6 p.m. at Gather in Afton.
The Lincoln County School District No. 2 Transportation Department is hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra cash while helping out the students. Starting wage for bus aides is $16.75 per hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. To get started and fill out your application, visit lcsd2.org and click job openings. That's lcsd2.org. Click job openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time cash.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
Bill Nabe, I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane, we're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
For 18 years, Miles CPA has been your trusted partner in Star Valley, blending experience and expertise to support our community's financial needs. With a combined 75 years of experience, our dedicated team includes 3 skilled CPAs, along with 3 specialized bookkeepers. We're thrilled to welcome Amanda Wilford, our newest CPA, to the Miles CPA family. Together, we offer unmatched services in bookkeeping, payroll, business consulting, and tax preparation. Your financial success is our priority. Miles CPA, always a strong supporter of Star Valley Braves sports and activities. Go Braves!
Assist to Sell, the Realty team knows that buying and selling in our current market is expensive. Their full service assistance will save you thousands on your next real estate transaction. Call Mandy Jack or Ashley Cranny today to find out how.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
Countdown to Kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
4 teams remain in the hunt for Laramie, and 2 of them face off tonight in Afton with the Star Valley Braves playing host to the Riverton Wolverines. The winner of this game will load the bus and go to War Memorial next week for the 3A title game, while the losers' season will come to an end. Just 2 losses combined between these 2 teams, 18 wins combined on the season. 2 great programs in the 3A classification. Star Valley looking to three-peat if they can get a win tonight and next weekend as state champs in the 3A class. And Coach Lenhart and his Riverton Wolverines hoping to really do a quick turnaround on that program and play at War Memorial next weekend. Thank you for joining us. I'm Duke Dance with Dal Erickson overlooking Brace Field at Star Valley High School. And Dal, you look at this Riverton Wolverine team and where they were at 2 years ago. Coach Lenhart comes in. He's known for turning around programs, did so in Torrington, did so in Rock Springs, and has done it again with these Riverton Wolverines.
Yeah, you and I, we even mentioned this in our radio show even this morning, but for our Riverton folks who might be tuning in, we even said that when Riverton High School announced that they had hired him, we said, well, they're about to be on the upswing, and certainly they have been. By his own admission on our sports night with Jake Hibbert that we had last night, he says the rebuild is a little ahead of schedule, and here they are, only 2 losses, semifinals here as they try and punch their ticket to the state title game.
On the Star Valley side, Coach McKay Young last week became the all-time winningest coach in Star Valley football history, which has been a storied program, of course, in its history, and he's hoping to get back to the title game in his 9th season at the helm for Star Valley football, something he's never been able to do, win 3 titles in a row, and he's hoping he can pull off an undefeated season this year to do it.
And we've mentioned it before, this year's team, in years past, sometimes if you got something like that, they have kind of kept it quiet. This year they have tried to embrace that challenge because it is so hard to do, and now 1 game away from at least punching their ticket for the chance at it. We'll see if they can get her done here against a Riverton team that's thinking upset.
That they are, and leading the team for the Wolverines this year on the running back positions, number 29. That's Hunter Saltzgaver. He's coming in with a 1,000-yard season tonight, averaging 105 yards per game, 1,053 total, 12 rushing touchdowns on the ground for number 29, Hunter Saltzgaver. He's hoping to have a big night tonight against a stingy rush defense for the Star Valley Braves. And on that defensive end for the Riverton Wolverines, number 57, Tyree Harris-Aragon. He's going to be on both sides of the ball on the offense and defensive line, pulling in center duties tonight after an injury last week to the Riverton starting center. And Harris-Aragon coming in 4th in the 3A class in defensive points. He's hoping to get his 100th tackle tonight. He has 99 on the season, 9 tackles for loss and 3 sacks. Tyree Harris-Aragon, number 57, hoping to have a big game tonight for the Wolverines on the line.
And for Star Valley, a couple of big guys to look out for tonight. First, Wyatt Martini, number 15. Wyatt is a senior. He has built his way into the starting lineup this year. He has scored on the ground on rushing. He has scored last week on a punt return. He also plays some defense. Wyatt is crucial in a game like this, especially where Star Valley's depth is being challenged with some injuries and things like that. Wyatt Martini in the backfield tonight, and wherever else they need him, he has put himself to be a very important part of this team. And then another guy, you probably heard of this guy, number 3, Bryson Nield. He is Star Valley High School's all-time leader in career receiving yards and career receptions. 115 career receptions for 1,804 career yards. About 1,150 of that is this year. He's got 12 touchdowns. He's scored 4 times on special teams. Bryson Nield is a game breaker, and he'll be leaned on even more tonight with the loss of Cooper Lancaster, who suffered a injury last week, and he is done. So a little more responsibilities heaped onto guys like Bryson Nield, but luckily for us, he is up to the task.
Winner of this game goes to Laramie to take on either Cody or Douglas, the other 3A semifinal. But first, it's Star Valley, and it's Riverton. The Braves and the Wolverines. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Your home for totally free checking, where free really does mean free. Visit gofirstbank.com. Coming up on our countdown to kickoff coverage, we'll have your studio update with Mountain Valley Mattress Company and Jake Hibbert taking a look at some of the other games going on and some that have already taken place in semifinal action tonight. Have your Crimson Corner, round up your sideline report, recap the rivalry, records watch, and Coach Winston Patterson standing by along with our keys to the game and the starting lineup. It's all up and coming. And on the way when we come back, your senior spotlight for the Star Valley Braves presented by Schwab Mortuary. Earlier on, I had a chance to catch up with the 3-year starter for this Braves, Grant Thompson, heading into his 3rd semifinal appearance as a Star Valley varsity starter. It's your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network. Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefootandAnkle.clinic. That's alpinefootandAnkle.clinic.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has. Intramurals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network. It's time for today's Senior Spotlight, presented by Schwab Mortuary in Afton and online at schwabmortuary.com.
SVI Sports Network on SVI Media, Swift 98, and our First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Our Senior Spotlight right now, and Senior Grant Thompson is with us today, getting to learn more about Grant and a great season for this team. And Grant, so far, you guys are undefeated heading into the semifinal round. What's been the biggest strength for you guys so far, Grant, as a team, or what do you think has made you guys perform so well up to this point?
I mean, we're like family. Like, everybody just like come together, and like we play like a team, and we feel like a family.
The running back room, if you will, is quite deep. You guys and so many others back there. Is there any competition between the running backs just within that group to see who performs the best on any given week?
Oh yeah, just healthy competition is always great in practice, and like making other running backs making me better, and I'm trying my best to make them better. So yeah, it's great.
You had a couple weeks ago, you had that spin move, right? It was right out of a Madden game is what it looked like. What was that moment? I mean, was that something that just happened, or did you see that coming and you thought, I'm going to spin, or how did that go down?
No, I had no clue what I was doing, actually. I just felt like the right thing in the moment, and I mean, it turned out great, so yeah.
Of course, you played a lot of defense, and you have for even since a sophomore. Which do you prefer the most? Defense hitting somebody, or on offense trying to run over somebody?
Defense hitting somebody, for sure. Yeah.
Grant, you guys are in the semis. Riverton Wolverines coming to Afton. What have you been working on to get ready for Riverton?
Just looking at some film from last year, looking at some film from this year. Definitely that matchup against Powell is some good film to watch, and just working on formations.
One game away from getting back to state. You've been a big part of the last two title teams for Star Valley. Obviously, as a senior, this one's got to mean a little more for you. Would you speak to that maybe?
Yeah, definitely the 2 past years have felt like, I mean, I've been a part of it, but it didn't feel like mine. It felt like those senior class, so this is ours, and we'll try to do our best to work towards it. So,
Grant, what's been your favorite class so far in school this year?
Favorite class, sports psych is definitely my favorite class. Getting to be a better athlete in the mind is very helpful.
What are your plans after high school?
Plan is to go to a college, mission first, and then go to a college, maybe play some football at some college. So, yeah.
Now, of course, your dad had some D1 in a pretty big conference, SEC, no big deal. If you could go anywhere, where would you go?
I don't know. Oregon's jerseys are really sick, so maybe Oregon.
I like it. What is your favorite pregame meal that you've had so far?
Mac and cheese.
Nice. All right, we'll take it. Favorite breakfast cereal?
Breakfast cereal. Frosted Flakes.
So you know the food ones. You got those ones down, Grant.
Yeah.
As Grant Thompson, our senior spotlight on the SVI Sports Network.
This is the First Bank Sports Network, and here he is, Marty the Tortilla Monster from Alpine. Definitely a force to be reckoned with as he takes on this man, Cole Bring the Boom from Afton. Both of these two competing today in the First Bank Tortilla Challenge. As you know, the first one to spit out their water will lose. Each slapping round will begin with paper, rock, scissors, with the winner slapping the other with a dang tortilla. Now, here we go. The water is in the mouth, and paper, rock, scissors, shoot. And looks like Cole is going to win with some paper there. And here goes the wind-up. You got a green tortilla. Wow, what a slap. We got to see that one again. Look at this placement. And, yes, jiggle in the jowls. But, looks like Marty just won the second round with scissors, so he's ready for some revenge. Look at that! Wow, what a slap! But still no water spewed. Who is going to spew? We'll be back after this.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Make plans now to spend this winter in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Bring your snowmobiles or rent one from one of our local retailers. The Grays River and surrounding areas offer plenty of options for both beginner and experienced rider. Or slow it down on our snowshoeing and cross-country ski trails. And of course, unwind with exceptional lodging and dining options. Book your Alpine, Wyoming winter stay today.
Live on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports and the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff from Star Valley and Brazefield. Your better banking experience is here. Check out First Bank's upgrade to online and mobile banking at gofirstbank.com. That is gofirstbank.com. Duke Dance, Dal Erickson, and the SVI Sports crew here bringing you semifinal action tonight between Star Valley and the visiting Riverton Wolverines. About 20 minutes away from kickoff time. We still have your Crimson Quarter, roundup, sideline reports, recap the rivalry, and records watch all on the way. But first, let's send it out to the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update, where SVI's Jake Hibbard in the studio tonight to tell us how things have gone so far in Wyoming's semifinals across the state. Jake, take it away.
Yeah, thanks so much. And we're kind of low on games, right? So we've got your game kicking off in just a little bit. We've got the other 3A game, Cody and Douglas on the other side of the state. Cody, the biggest overdog today, right? Then we got 4A. We've got Campbell County, and they're taking on Cheyenne East, and then that's it. Sheridan playing tomorrow against Natrona County. We've got another game happening tomorrow. Other than that, games wrapping up, or they've already happened. So I will be taking a look at both the 3A and 4A semifinal games not happening in Star Valley tonight. Starting off with the 3A game, Douglas and Cody. And this game, taking a look at some highlights from the last time they met. Douglas was outmanned in this, no problem for Cody. And I'd make a prediction for this game, but someone already called dibs. So, yeah, you were saying?
Prediction?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Pain.
You heard it. Yeah, so let's jump on over to 4A, where we've got a matchup that I think could be pretty interesting. Campbell County and Cheyenne East. And last time they met just a couple of weeks ago, Campbell County was at home, and they got the win coming from behind, down 26-10 to win it 29-26. And when I'm looking at these two teams, of course, you got to look at the quarterback, Mason Drewby for Campbell County. A 4-year starter, guys, and he can spread it around. And for the Cheyenne East team, if you're just going off a name, you might expect a big arm at quarterback. Last year, Cam Hayes threw for 32 touchdowns on the season, but not the case. Just 3 touchdown passes by their starter this year. This is a wing T offense, and I think while that's a really annoying thing to deal with, that maybe the limitation of space comes into play a little bit today, and I've got Campbell County at home in a close one. In the last time they met, what I saw, Cheyenne East struggled to move the ball when they needed to throw it or get a big gain, and if they get into a negative game script, it's going to be hard to come from behind, so I've got Campbell County today. And that's it for me for now, but stay tuned. We'll take a look at a thrilling triple overtime 6-man football game and how Cokeville ran all over Mountain View and into the 2A state championship. All that coming up at halftime. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jake Hibbard with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio report as part of our pregame coverage. Sleep well. Visit them in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com. Bundled up on a cold, not snowy, November evening as Star Valley and Riverton prepare to go at it in the 3A semifinals. Winner goes to state next week. Braves and Wolverines. First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff coverage continues after this on the SVI Sports Network.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com. See how we sell your home and save you money? Very demure, very cutesy. Call Assist to Sell the Realty Team today for your next real estate transaction.
1 in 4 vehicles will need a new battery this year. Don't wait until yours dies to do something. Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performing batteries designed to keep you moving.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
It's almost game time. This is the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Pep Band, another chance to play for the home team tonight on a chilly November evening with the semifinal game in the 3A classification. Star Valley hosting Riverton in this semifinal matchup. It's all part of the First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Your home for totally free checking. It's where free really does mean free. Visit GoFirstBank.com. Now let's take a look at your Crimson Corner, presented in broadcast coverage by the University of Wyoming.
Well, we are getting down to it. As we've mentioned, the fall postseason, I'm just going to have to tell you about it. Lady Braves at State fell to Thunder Basin yesterday in a sweep 3-0. Battled hard this afternoon, but came up a bit short. Lost the first 2 games to Cheyenne East, battled back, won the next 2, forcing a set 5, and then fell to East 15-13. In the 5th. So the tournament run is over for the Lady Braves. That's a look at your Crimson Corner from the University of Wyoming.
Find your reason to be a cowboy at uwyo.edu, uwyo.edu, and your roundup presented by Sunrise Engineering.
Well, I might steal a little bit of Jake's thunder here, but we do have some scores from games that have already taken place. In 6-man, Little Snake River crushing DuBois 67-0. Triple overtime, Burlington beating Encampment 74-68. Pine Bluffs in 9-man all over Saratoga right now. Big Piney's at Lingo Fort Laramie tomorrow. In 2A, how about them Cokeville Panthers? They win today 40-14 at Mountain View, and they punch their ticket to the state title game next week. Level is at Bighorn right now. Level leading that one 25-22 in the fourth was the last update I had. Of course, you got Riverton here in Star Valley. Cody is at Douglas in the other semifinal for 3A. And then Cheyenne East at Campbell County, Natrona County at Sheridan. That one's tomorrow. That's a look at your Sunrise Engineering Roundup.
Creating solutions that work and relationships that last. Visit sunrise-eng.com. That is sunrise-eng.com. About 14 minutes away from kickoff, Star Valley hosting Riverton 3A semifinals on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician.
I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
In the game of life, you don't want to fumble your internet connection. Silver Star is here for you. Whether it's game time or homework time, Silver Star won't fumble when you need us. No more lag, no more buffering, no more drop connections. Get connected today at silverstar.com and experience fast, reliable, fumble-free internet. Silver Star, your connection, your way.
The countdown to kickoff is made possible by First Bank of Wyoming, your home for totally free personal and business checking. Visit gofirstbank.com.
Injuries on both sides of the football tonight, or both sidelines, I should say. Star Valley out with a handful of injuries. It's been a tough season for them. The same for the Riverton Wolverines. 2 big injuries last week. We'll get to those in just a few moments. But first down, our kickoff, pre-kickoff coverage. Let's take a look at the recap the rivalry with the help of Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Well, this one dates back to 1954. It's the first time Star Valley and Riverton played. Overall, Star Valley leads at 11-9, pretty tight historically. In Afton, the Braves lead at 8-5. In the postseason, the series is tied 3-3. Just want to point out Riverton 2-0 in state championship games in 97 and 98. Star Valley has won the last 7 meetings, however. The last Riverton win in Afton was in 2014. This is the 21st meeting. That's a look at your rivalry, brought to you by Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine.
Bringing Earth's resources to life. Visit Simplot.com. That is Simplot.com. And Dal, some records being chased still through the season. Let's take a look at the records watch with the help of Star Valley Disposal.
Well, Smith McClure needs 504 passing yards. He can actually pass his brother. He's going to need a couple of games, most likely. 4 touchdown passes would put him second. And I only say that because he's had 5 in each of the last 2 games. 5 would also put him for first in passing touchdowns in a season. Bryson Nield, 13 receptions, would put him first in receptions in a season. 1 touchdown catch, he would put him in a 3-way tie for most in a season. 43 receiving yards would put him first on top of the list for receiving yards in a season. He already holds the school records for varsity receptions and career receiving yardage. That's a look at your records watch, brought to you by Star Valley Disposal.
Residential, commercial, construction, and septic services. Visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That is StarValleyDisposal.com. Coming up in our pre-kickoff coverage, we do have previous coach for Star Valley on the staff, Coach Winston Patterson. He's standing by. We also have on the sidelines tonight Millie Kazare and Claire Myers. They'll be giving us some reports here in just a few moments as part of our pre-kickoff coverage, as we are about 9 minutes away from kickoff, presented by First Bank of Wyoming, online at gofirstbank.com. You know, Dal, as mentioned, some injuries for both teams coming into this one. Last week in Riverton's thrilling comeback overtime win against Powell to get them into this game, it came at a cost. Clay Sheets, their second leading receiver, kick returner number 2, he's done with a collarbone injury, and he will not be returning. We also mentioned earlier on in our pregame coverage, Tyree Harris-Aragon, he's going to be filling in at center tonight for Riverton after the starting center last week went out with a hand injury for Riverton. So a couple of Wolverines on the sidelines tonight heading into this game.
And meanwhile, Star Valley losing Cooper Lancaster last week with a broken collarbone, must have been in the air. And also you saw Garrett Carlson out there, returning All-State lineman. Lost him in the first month of the season. Dayton Schwab, another guy that's been out. Tell you what, can we give us a moment of silence for all of the insurance plans out there for parents? That's the worst part of high school sports is injuries, but we hope all these people can recover and still have some stuff to do later on this season, or this year, I should say.
Let's send it down to the sidelines. Our first Miles CPA sideline report. And Millie Kazare had the chance to catch up with Coach Lenhart of Riverton and get his thoughts heading into this game. And Millie, tell us what you learned.
Yeah, guys, I was able to speak with Mark Lenhart, coach of the Riverton Wolverines. I asked him how he's feeling about tonight's game. He told me he's excited to play such a good team tonight. Since he's been coaching football, he's played against Star Valley a total of 3 times. This is the best Star Valley team I've seen, he said. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Riverton Stars players that have been injured. Clay Sheets, Riverton's wide receiver, broke his collarbone and is out for the remainder of the season. They will also be without the starting center, Daniel Clayson, and the starting tackle, Aiden Sanchez. Coach is confident that even without some of his main players, that Green River will do well. Overall, Coach is excited to play the Star Valley Braves in the semifinals tonight. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with the Miles CPA sideline report. Now, how about your keys to the game presented by Assist to Sell?
Well, Duke, key number 1, it's the postseason. There is no tomorrow, so you'd better play like it. Key number 2, this is for the defense. Try and pepper Mr. Saltzgaver. He is the leading rusher for this Riverton team. Next man up, I think both teams could probably take a look at this key. No Cooper Lancaster, no Dayton Schwab, Roman Erickson, Andrew Daniel, Hayden Morgan all had big games last week with that. And then Yak before Thanksgiving. I'm talking yards after the catch, yards after contact. That's going to be big tonight if the Braves want to return back to Laramie. That's a look at your keys to the game, brought to you by Assist to Sell.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit AssistToSellStarValley.com. That is AssistToSellStarValley.com. Back down to the sidelines. Claire Myers had the chance to catch up with Coach McKay Young to get his thoughts heading into this game. Here's the Miles CPA sideline report.
We're here on the Braves' home field for the semifinals game against the Riverton Wolverines. I just talked to Coach Young, and he said he is so excited going into the semifinals match. He is aware that this is the last game that his senior boys play on their home field, and he's excited that they get to play a quality opponent like Riverton. He said that their team is really good at giving Star Valley's defense a hard time. He's ready to have his hands full with all of the Wolverines' great offensive plays. He and his boys prepared the best that they could for the game tonight, and Young stated that the Braves are going to give it their best shot. Besides winning tonight, he wants his boys to stay healthy, for they have bigger goals in mind. He wants to, quote, still have all the bullets in the gun, end quote, next week, hopefully. It is going to be a thrilling semifinals game tonight. We are so excited. We wish both the teams the best of luck, and hopefully no one freezes to death. Back to you, Duke.
Thank you, Millie Kazare, with that Miles CPA sideline report. Again, in Afton and Alpine, call 885-0055. That is 885-0055. Let's bring in Coach Winston Patterson here as part of our pregame coverage presented by First Bank of Wyoming. Coach Patterson, thank you for joining us tonight. Your thoughts on Star Valley's season so far and what they need to do tonight to pick up a home win in the semifinals.
Yeah, the season's been great for the boys this year. They've been playing together, like Grant said in his interview, playing like a family. In order to move on, you know Coach Young is trying to really instill in the boys tonight that it's just another day in the office. Clock in, clock out. Don't let the hype of it being the semifinals get in the way of your play, so that way you can stay focused and do your job.
Absolutely, Coach. Appreciate you checking in. We'll check back in with Coach Winston Patterson at halftime to get his thoughts on the first half. It's your countdown to kickoff coverage. Let's send it down to the field for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem, presented in the broadcast by Hastings Ace Hardware.
And now, the Star Spangled Banner will be performed by our talented musicians of the Star Valley High School Band.
Let's meet today's starters, brought to you by Mountain Star Products in Afton.
I'm Smith McClure, son of Brian and Sam McClure, senior, B quarterback, Afton, Wyoming. Grant Thompson, son of Kyle and Aaron Thompson, senior, linebacker, running back, Fairview.
Jaden Coons, son of Trevor and Desiree Coons, senior, running back, middle linebacker, in Wyoming.
Edio Mutoptio, son of Lydia and Lily Mutoptio, junior, running backs, linebackers, Afton, Wyoming.
Riley Erickson, son of Jared Erickson. I'm a senior, linebacker, Thane.
AJ Hale, son of Victoria and Joe Hale, senior, tight end, linebacker, Afton, Wyoming.
Bryson Nield, son of David and Jennifer McGee and Justin Nield, senior, wide receiver and DB, Afton.
Hayden Morgan, son of Christian and Leanne Morgan, senior, safety, wide receiver, Afton.
Cooper Lancaster, son of Aaron and Anna Lancaster, junior, wide receiver, quarterback, safety,
Roman Erickson, son of Scott and Brittany Erickson, sophomore, wide receiver, outside linebacker, Osmond.
Cooper Lawson, son of Ethan Haye Lawson. I'm a senior, offensive tackle and defensive end, Afton.
Walter Martinson, son of Chad and Wendy Martinson, senior, tight end, linebacker, Fairview.
Damian Burgess, son of JR and Katie Burgess, senior, O and D line, Afton, Wyoming.
Andrew Taylor, son of Bo and Ruby Taylor, senior, O and D line, Alpine.
Jason Tinser, son of Ty and Candace Tinser, senior, D line, tight end, Thane.
Gunnar Brogue, son of Clay and Brittany Brogue, senior, defensive back and wide receiver, Freedom.
Andrew Daniels, son of Ben and Heidi Daniel, senior, wide receiver and safety, Smooth.
Starting lineups in the broadcast presented by Mountain Star Products, located on Rocky Road in Afton. That is Rocky Road in Afton. Just moments away from kicking off this game between the Star Valley Braves and the Riverton Wolverines in Afton tonight. Wrapping up your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff. Visit GoFirstBank.com. That is GoFirstBank.com. Now all the hype and everything leading into it's about to be put to the test tonight when these two teams go at it on a chilly Friday evening in western Wyoming. Your final thoughts before we kick this one off?
It's going to be a cold one. Temperatures in the low 30s right now. Overnight low tonight about 20. So ball security could become a factor as fingers and hands get cold. Also want to give a shout out to our local vets for making that such a cool thing in the pregame. It's actually the birthday of the U.S. Marine Corps today, 249 years. So any Marines out there, happy birthday to you and to your Corps. And also just wanted to give a special shout out, Veterans Day coming up on Monday. Thank you, vets. We appreciate all of you.
Again, it's your First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff as the starting lineups are announced here for the Braves at Braves Field. The Braves coming in as the 1 seed out of the 3A West, undefeated on the season, 10-0. And haven't lost since a Sugar Salem, Idaho team beat them last year. And this would be, with the win tonight, Star Valley's 20th consecutive win on the season, and hoping to get back to Laramie for the 3rd consecutive year and become a 3-peat defending state champs. But in their way, the Riverton Wolverines, a great season on their own respect. They come in 8-2 overall and 4-1 inside of conference play. Only a loss to the Douglas Bearcats in conference play. An emotional win last week, coming back from down 20 in the quarterfinals to knock off the Powell Panthers 36-35 in double OT last week. And it will be Star Valley to kick off to open up the game. They'll be kicking from the south to the north. Star Valley in the home crimson helmets and jerseys with the white pants, and the Wolverines and all the road whites with the dark helmets. They'll be receiving the ball to the north. Again, no Clay Sheets tonight for Riverton. He's out with an injury sustained in last week's win. He's been the big return man for Riverton and will not be suited up. Here's the Christoph kickoff. It'll be a line driver that will bounce over the head of the upback, be fielded inside the 10-yard line by the Wolverines, and not much of a return there. A short return for Riverton's Eric Smith, the junior, stopped shy of the 15-yard line, and out comes quarterback Blake Gattenbein to lead the Wolverine offense on their opening drive.
That was Kyan Watson on the special teams tackle. Also want to point out that was Ross Hilton who kicked that, so still no Christoph Bueller. Not sure why that is, but Ross, and we've seen Tate Lawson kick it. We've seen A.J. Hale kick it, but that could be a factor in this game. We'll see how it goes.
All right, 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Blake Gattenbein will be under center with an offset I formation behind him, a receiver to a right, and a man in motion is Cox. He'll set up to go heavy right side, tailback dive, and hit and brought down for no gain on the play by the Braves defense.
And in there making the tackle was several Braves, but the one I've got at the bottom of the pile, sophomore Roman Erickson, who had 3 touchdowns last week. Roman, 2 on offense, 1 on defense, and he is a stud. Nice stop there from Roman.
See, he shed the tackle as Saltzgaver tried to bounce it to the outside. Saltzgaver, a 1,000-yard back on the season. He clipped that mark last week, averaging over 130 yards per game, and he's going to be not in the backfield, bunched over to the left. Here's a screen pass to Saltzgaver. It's caught, big juke move, but couldn't get away from the second attack, and he's plastered after a short gain of about half a yard.
Yeah, in fact, they're not even going to move the far sticks. So the Braves right there to do their job. See, Tayson Tittenser, number 23. Matatia was there to kind of keep him penned in, but saw Big Country Lawson 78, and I'm still trying to see who
Riley Erickson's the one who made the big hit right here to bring him down. So a 3rd and 9.5 after that reception from Saltzgaver, and now it's going to be in the shotgun Gattenbein. Saltzgaver will motion out of the backfield to go heavy to the left for receivers. They throw that direction, ball caught and then loose, and it's caught after the ball, an interception. They're going to say, oh, it's down. The ball popped up, and it went right into the hands of Hayden Morgan. It looked like it might be an interception, but they're going to say the ball hit the turf.
Or if his knee was down after the completed catch. Let's take a look at it here.
It looks like that's what they're going to say, so it's actually going to be...
I don't know that he ever caught that, but of course the officials do not have the benefit of the replay like we do, Duke.
So his knee was clearly down. The question, did he have possession of the football? And the officials will say he did, and that's actually going to result in a first down for the Riverton Wolverines. It was almost a fluke pick six for the Braves.
So I think you got to say you maybe dodged a bullet there if you're the Wolverines, because I really don't know that he ever brought it in.
Officials are now meeting and discussing.
But, again, they don't have the luxury like we have. We looked at it 3 times. They don't get that. They look at it in real time. At the result of the play, as it's called, as a first down, Jackson Larson brings it in, and Riverton converts on third down.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And insult to injury for the Braves defense. A 15-yard unsportsmanlike after the play pushes the Riverton offense all the way up to their own 39-yard line. And a 1st and 10 for Gattenbein in an empty shotgun set. 3 receivers right. He's going to look that way, and the play will be blown dead at the snap of the football.
Looks like it's going to go against the offense. Going to be a movement before.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Be a 5-yarder against the Wolverines.
5-yard penalty. He's going to make it 1st and 15.
We'll put it down to the 34-yard line. 10:25 to go on the opening quarter. And a little momentum for the visiting Wolverines on their opening drive of the game. They pick up a catch downfield, get the penalty, and then march backwards 5 yards on their own. Clock is ticking down to 10:10 to go in the first quarter. Ball spotted on their own 34-yard line. Empty backfield once again for Gattenbein. Bunch receivers right. He's going to roll that direction. Pump fake back to his left. Screen. Caught at the 29 and brought down for no gain on the play. Dane Cox goes down after the screen play reception, and it will be 2nd and 15.
The pressure on the quarterback there from Grant Thompson, that's going to be a big deal. Bryson Nield over there. Man, what a luxury it is to have a guy like Bryson Nield playing defense. You already know what he does on the other 2 phases, but he's back there just playing ball.
Clock down to 9:32 to play in the opening quarter. And the Braves defense looking to shut down Riverton's opening drive. They have picked up the 1 first down on a 3rd and 9, and then had the 15-yard penalty added to it afterwards, as we'll have a pistol set look here this time for Gattenbein. 3 receivers to his right. He'll pump fake. Now a draw play and tackled again at the line of scrimmage. Tortilla on the tackle with the draw play to Saltzgaber, and they'll give him about half a yard.
Say, watch number 0. Eli missed a couple games in the middle of the season. He's a big, good-looking junior, and he sheds that block and was kind of reading that the whole way. That is well done.
3rd and long to go for Riverton. A long 14 yards to convert. They need to move it all the way to near midfield to pick up the first down. Their own 49-yard line is the target.
Went to Caden Arnold last time. I had the wrong name on that.
3 receivers to the right. Hard count. Braves defense flinch on the line, but don't jump. But a timeout taken by Coach Leonard. We'll take it as well. 3rd and 14 when we come back on SVI.
Vegas Star Valley would like to congratulate Damian Burgess on being this week's Man of the Week. Congrats, Damian.
Damian Burgess, son of JR and Katie Burgess, senior, O&D line, Afton, Wyoming.
Braves have Damian Burgess at tailback. Pitch to Damian, the center. Touchdown! The saxophone player and the center puts it into the end zone.
Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
Missed that 3rd down. They didn't give us that full minute on the timeout. We apologize for that. It's going to be an incomplete pass by Riverton. They tried to set up a screen play. There's a look at the Fall River propane replay, and it's incomplete. And so Riverton will now will punt on 4th and 14.
Gattenbein was looking for Peyton Larson under pressure. It actually ends up off of a lineman's shoulder as it hits the turf.
It's going to be a fake punt. They throw it to an open man. It's caught for the first down. Hit and brought down inside Star Valley territory. The catch made by Caden Arnold on the fake punt. The punter is the quarterback, Saltzgaber, and Arnold found himself wide open, and Coach Leonard puts the team inside Star Valley territory on the fake punt to convert.
Why not?
You have nothing to lose, right? If you're Riverton.
Well, and I'll also say this, Caden Arnold, I don't know that you necessarily had him as a guy come into this game at least from a broadcaster standpoint. He wasn't one of the first 3 or 4 guys listed for me, but he's already got 2 big catches tonight, 30 yards, including that one.
Once again, Gattenbein will be in the shotgun with a new set of downs inside Star Valley territory. Tied in across the formation. Sets up a direct snap to, it was Gattenbein, and the quarterback up the middle. Breaks some tackles, and he's running for the first down across the 30.
Wow.
And all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A huge run of nearly 20 yards for Gattenbein down the field and inside the 30.
Boy, I thought you think he stopped after about 3 or 4 yards, and then the pile just keeps going here. Yeah, look at 18, just keeps shedding tackles, spinning. That is a heck of a play from Gattenbein, 20 yards.
On the opening drive of the game, the Riverton Wolverines has Star Valley's defense on their heels. 1st and 10 from the Braves' 25-yard line. A long opening drive that included a big 3rd down conversion plus a penalty, and then a conversion on a fake punt to make it 6:40 remaining in the opening quarter. Still 0-0 on this first drive, and a 1st and 10 from the Braves' 25-yard line. Gattenbein will again be in the shotgun. With him in the backfield is Saltzgaber. Pump fake. Gattenbein will quarterback keep again, and he will run up the middle for no gain on the play off the fake screenplay.
It's going to hurt his average a little bit of 20 yards a carry. But, yeah, the Wolverines are coming in. They're throwing a lot of different things out there, some things that are working. And I'll be honest, Duke, the Braves, you go back to that penalty, that 15-yarder, those are the type of penalties that drive coaches nuts because you don't need to do it. Yeah, that didn't go your way on that call, but you gave your opponent 15 yards, and that's what you just can't do in the postseason.
2nd down and 10. Clock rolling under 6 minutes now as Riverton's eaten up a whole half quarter on this opening drive of the game. Shotgun Gattenbein. Rolling out is Saltzgaber to empty the backfield. Gattenbein rolls that direction to the right, looking downfield, pressured, throws, and incomplete. Threw it away on the run outside of the pocket. Stops the clock at 5:39 to go in the first, and it's 3rd and 10 again for the Wolverines.
And you know this Wolverine team, you already talked about Saltzgaber. He's a junior. You got Gattenbein, he's a junior. There's some things cooking here for Riverton, and these are guys that are going to be the cornerstones of this program.
Riverton facing another 3rd and long. They've converted one. The other one they converted on a 4th down fake punt, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10 here from the 25-yard line of Star Valley. Empty backfield, bunch formation to the right. Gattenbein to throw, pump fakes. Now he does throw, caught and hit immediately. Brought down by Hayden Morgan for a short gain on the reception of 5 yards. They'll put him up to the 20-yard line. And now a 4th down chance here for Coach Lenhart to go for it 5 yards away.
Yeah, this is a big hit from number 14, Hayden Morgan. It's a nice catch and a nice hit. Jackson Larson reels it in. Hayden Morgan on the hit.
4th and 5, and they are going to go for the extra point, or for the field goal. Saltzgaber will kick this one away. It's going to be a 37-yard attempt from the right side hash. Snap is low, but the hold is there, but the kick is off the mark to the left, and no good. The 37-yard attempt goes wide left, and the Braves bend but do not break on the opening drive of the game, and the offense will come out for the first time from their own 25-yard line.
You actually had to give Gattenbein a lot of credit. That snap, he had to scoop that up off the turf. It was on its belly, so to speak, and then he had to get that up vertical for the kicker to even get a shot at it, so he deserves some credit. But it's a nice drive by the Wolverines, but the Braves defense does enough to keep them off the scoreboard.
Took 7 minutes off the clock on that opening drive, trying to keep the Braves offense off the field, which has been the best inside 3A. And going to be in the shotgun for Star Valley is Smith McClure at quarterback. He'll roll to his right, pump fake. Now he goes deep, looks for the bullet to number 3, and he gets tripped up, and there's the flags. Looking for Bryson Nield down the sidelines, and there's going to be a pass interference call against the Riverton Wolverines.
Well, the old saying is you'd rather have that than the big play, and Bryson's been full of big plays this year. And the Braves going deep right out of the gate to see if Riverton was ready for it. Here's a look at that field goal that came up just short. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty on the Wolverines, their second of the game so far, totaling 20 yards.
Results in a first down, pushes the football up to the Star Valley 35-yard line. Coming in is Kyan Watson to play tailback. He's in the backfield with McClure in the shotgun. Two receivers bunch to the right. Of course, Bryson Nield to the left. He'll be in motion, left to right. Fake to him, hand off to Watson. Bounces, broken tackle, put his hand down and falls forward across the 40 up to about the 41-yard line to pick up 6 yards, maybe even 7 up to the 42.
And not to bring gambling into high school football, Duke, but if you had Kyan Watson getting the first carry of the night for the Braves tonight, you did pretty well. I would not have guessed that. Kyan's had some nice carries in the last month or so, but typically not at the beginning of the game.
Have a deep core of running backs as this time Wyatt Martini will come in and now will come out. They'll go 5 receiver set on second and a long 3. Trips to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun from McClure with 4 down linemen. They bring 5 on defense. Hit the out route. Caught first down up to the 50 and brought down. That's going to be number 2 on the reception. Ross Hilton, I believe, for the Star Valley Braves. Preston Ross. I knew the Ross was in there. Braves a little thin at wide receiver with some injuries, and Preston Ross comes in and picks up a Wyoming Army National Guard first down.
About 12 yards on that one.
Moves the ball inside Wolverine territory. Ball down to the Riverton 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for McClure again in the shotgun. 3:27 to go in a very fast-paced first quarter. Braves' first drive of the game. McClure pump fakes, looks downfield, nobody open, rolling out to his right. He'll have to tuck and run, puts on the Jets, 40, broken tackle, first down 30, makes a man miss, and McClure is running to the 25. He's being pursued to the 15, 10, 5, and brought down near the 5-yard line. A huge Wyoming Army National Guard first down for Smith McClure, doing it with his legs.
And Smith, that's certainly part of his game. In fact, you go back to the state title game last year, he had 4 touchdowns on the ground. This one, I don't know how many yards he actually ran. We don't have the NFL type of money, but he didn't. It wasn't in a straight line, as you can see. Ends up giving his team first and goal at the 4, a gain of 43 yards.
Going to set up Star Valley with the 1st and goal inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone, and they'll bring out Jaden Coons to play tailback on this set. Couple tight ends over to the right side with A.J. Hale and Riley Erickson. Shotgun with left side Bryson Nield. Coons will be to the right side hip of McClure. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Smith calls for the ball and a flag before the snap. And they don't get it off in time.
Yeah, the back judge was counting. I didn't. By the time I looked at him, he was doing the count, and I didn't know how many he had left. Turns out he only had 1.
So instead of 1st and goal from the 4, it's now 1st and goal from the 9 with 2:26 remaining in the opening quarter. Still 0-0, but Star Valley threatening inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone.
Second penalty totaling 20 yards for the Braves here in this opening quarter.
Hayden Morgan runs in to play tight end right side this time. He's over there with A.J. Hale. Double tight ends right. Jaden Coons remains the tailback. 2 receivers to the left with Roman Erickson and Bryson Nield. Now they'll flip the tight ends and go bunch heavy on the left side. Hand off to Coons. He'll run left, has blockers to the 5, and sneaks across the 5 before being brought down around the 3-yard line for Jaden.
So he got a few more yards than it looked like he was going to get. Yeah, it ends up being about 6.
Going to be a chop block, though, against the offense, and this one's coming back. Penalty on the Braves inside the 10.
Yeah, there it is right there. Great angle from our camera crew. Shout out to our camera crew while we're at it. It's not warm out there. Those chop blocks, though, Duke, those are a big deal. 15 yards. And so now the Braves, yardage-wise, are going in the wrong direction. In fact, all the way back to the 35 now.
Going to be 24. is where they spot it.
Excuse me.
24. So first and goal from the 24. Knock you outside the crimson zone.
My goodness, sorry about that.
And it's going to be from the 24-yard line, goal to go. McClure in the shotgun, trips to his right side. He'll look to Bryson on the left, now back center, set up the screen play, almost tipped and knocked around and almost intercepted. He was trying to hit Wyatt Martini on the screen, but it was tipped by Riverton and almost intercepted off the tip drill.
Yeah, number 55, Ryan Cox. Watch him. In fact, he just about brings us in himself, and then he takes most of the momentum out of the ball. And then and one of his teammates maybe even had a little shot at it there at the end. But, yeah, Ryan Cox gets his hand up there and knocks that thing up and incomplete.
Star Valley now looking at a second and goal from the Riverton 24-yard line.
This has been a fast quarter.
Yeah, already down to 1:43 and scoreless in the game. Kyan Watson, Jaden Coons still to play tailback. Nield across the formation, play action. McClure in trouble. He's wrapped up and brought down. Sacked to Smith McClure all the way back to the 31-yard line.
Sophomore Braden Martin, number 33. You know, Smith's gotten so good, he even tries kind of a swim move here to get away from Martin, and he was having none of it. Good job. I think he was even thinking of doing something maybe Josh Allen-esque and trying to pitch it there to Bryson Nield. It's too early in the game for that. Just take the sack, and that's a big one for Martin.
Well, after getting down to the 4-yard line, the Braves now looking at a third and goal from the 32.
You don't see that very often. That's a loss of 13 yards on that play.
1 minute to go in the opening quarter. That's been held scoreless. 5 receivers for McClure in the offense. 3 to his left, 2 to his right, and a timeout taken by Coach Young. 52 seconds remain, back in 60 on SVI.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's that sound?
Less stress with stress reducer. The soothing sounds of mating whales have been scientifically proven to reduce stress.
Less. Customers can easily shop for tires and schedule services online, so when they come in, there's no stress.
Feeling relaxed yet?
I'm so far from relaxed.
No stress with Point S.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Third and goal from the 32-yard line for the Braves. McClure, 3 receivers left, 2 receivers to his right side, 3 down linemen for the Wolverines. McClure snaps it. Wolverines blitz with 5. McClure throws, goes man-to-man down the field, and couldn't connect with Roman Erickson down the right hash mark, and it's 4th and goal from the 32.
And even before that fell incomplete, I think this was going to be 2-down territory for the Braves, just because we don't know the status of Christoph Bueller, other than doesn't look like he's suited up, ready to kick. And so I think you're going to see another play here. And when you got a guy like Bryson Nield, you might just say run a fade route and go up and get it. You might see something like that.
Looks like Coach Young is thinking the same. He's going to keep the offense out there as McClure will trot back out. They got all the way down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah.
And then a sack and some penalties has pushed him back to the 32. So 4th and goal from the 32. Martini comes in to play slot receiver to the right side. Bryson Nield flanked wide right. 3 receivers stacked over to the left side. Here's the snap. McClure looking left. Steps up, fires deep, goes into the end zone, double coverage, and almost caught and brought down by Travis Thompson, the intended target in double coverage. He went up, got his hands on the ball, lost it on his way down. And the Riverton Wolverines, they don't break either. They stiffen up as the Star Valley offense gets down to the 4, but then turn it over on downs.
And, credit to Riverton, what they've done so far. They've come to play, and they've made some nice plays. I'll also say this, though. The Braves have shot themselves in the foot here in this first quarter. The personal foul penalty when Riverton was on offense, and then the chop block on 1st and goal from the 4, and you don't get any points. Maybe at the end of the game it turns out to not be a big deal, but right now it certainly is.
Back comes Gattenbein in the Wolverine offense. 1st and 10 in a scoreless first quarter, 39 seconds remain. Here's a handoff to the tailback, left side, hit and brought down after a 2-yard gain for Hunter Saltzgaber. Pushes the ball up to the 34-yard line, 28 seconds remaining in the first. Still scoreless. Second drive of the game for Riverton. They went for it on a 4th and long after on a fake punt that they converted on their last drive. Attempted a 37-yard field goal that was missed short left.
Also had that play that ended up is kind of a controversial reception, if you want to look at it that way, at least from a Star Valley standpoint. Ends up being a first down, but it was almost ruled an interception and a pick six.
End of the first quarter, 0-0 in the 3A semis on SVI.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice, it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
Was a time when I first got this AFib that I couldn't do anything at all. I run out of energy just walking across the floor. Dr. Gonzalez started some procedures and some medicines, and I feel pretty dang good, and I can go out and do things. When you need cardiologist services, you need them, and you need them right now.
Here's Duke Dance, Al Erickson, and the SVI Sports Crew with more live coverage of Braves football.
Start of the second quarter of play. It is Riverton football. They'll have a 2nd down and 8. Couldn't have been a better start for Riverton other than the missed field goal as they are moving the ball with a pass to Dane Cox, and he's tackled shy of the 40-yard line. And it's tied at 0 to open up the second quarter of play. The Riverton Wolverines now looking at a 3rd down and 3.
It's a nice completion there to Cox. And anytime you can give yourself 3rd and short, you give yourself a chance to succeed. Here we go back to that, I believe this is the 4th down play for Star Valley. Went deep, Travis Thompson just about brings it in, but that ended up being a turnover on downs.
3rd and 3 for the Wolverines. Shotgun with 3 receivers to the left. Saltzgaber in the backfield. Now they set up 4 receivers to the left. Here's an option play. Pitch to Saltzgaber. Has the first down. Diving ahead to get across the 42 and up to the 44-yard line to move the chains.
Gain of 8, and that moves the chains. The Wolverines now 2 of 4 on 3rd down. Here it is on the Fall River Propane replay. It's a good job by Gantenbein. He makes Big Country commit, then pitches out to Saltzgaber. That's the whole point of the option. Is you got to read it, and you might take one in the chin, but that's the whole point, to give a running space for your running back or whoever's going to get that ball.
Riverton now up to their own 44-yard line. 10:45 to play in the second quarter. Flanked wide to the right is Jackson Larson for the Wolverines. Under center this time. Gattenbein, play action roll to his right, looking downfield. Nobody's open. He'll tuck it and run. He's hit hard after a gain of 2 or 3 across the 45 and brought down near the 46.
Well, Andy Taylor was there, number 51, and then Ryan Talbot was chasing him the whole way, so it ended up kind of being a Gantenbein sandwich right there, and they were the crusts.
Clock rolls down to 10:13 to play in the second quarter, 0-0. Star Valley's first possession, they drive all the way down to the 4-yard line, then a penalty and a sack pushes them back to the 32, and they turn it over on downs on a 4th and goal from the 32. Now Riverton with the ball heading to the north end zone. High snap. Gattenbein hauls it down. Now he throws deep to his left side. Underthrown, and it's going to be broken up by the Braves defense. Knocked away. Hayden Morgan will get his hand up there and knock it loose.
Tell you what, another nice play from Gantenbein, though, because he had to look how high he had to go up and get that. And then he actually puts enough touch to give his guy a chance to go get this. It's good coverage there from Hayden Morgan, who knocks it down. But tell you what, Duke, I like Gantenbein. He's a gamer.
Another 3rd and long here for the Wolverines. Hasn't phased them yet. 9:47 to go. second quarter. Ball spotted on their own 46-yard line. 8 yards to go.
Fifth third down opportunity of the day for the Wolverines. They're 2 of 4 on their previous attempts.
Saltzgaber in the backfield. Gattenbein shotgun. Saltzgaber motions out of the backfield. Goes heavy formation to the left. Gattenbein throws to an open man, but overthrew him and incomplete. Had Jackson Larson in the flat and threw it over his head, and out comes the punt unit for the Wolverines on a 4th and 8.
Yeah, that'll go down as a missed opportunity, unfortunately, for the Wolverines, because, yeah, that was right there. He was open. Just not sure if he thought he was going to cut up or out or whatever, but, yeah, it ended up just being well over his head.
Gattenbein will be the punter. Of course, his last punt was a pass for a 4th down conversion.
Whenever you got a guy that holds and punts, you have a lot of options.
Travis Thompson and Bryson Nield back to return the punt. This one will be a kick. It goes off his left side of his foot. Travis will field it inside the 20, makes a move up to the 25, and will be wrapped up, but broken tackle and then brought down at the 25-yard line for a return of about 7 yards or so for the sophomore. And back comes the offense. They drove it inside the 5 last time, came up with no points, and the Braves tied in a scoreless game against Riverton, 9:31 to go in the second.
Yeah, the Braves had a nice drive. The biggest play was a 43-yard rush from Smith McClure, gave the Braves 1st and goal, but then a chop block followed by a big quarterback sack, and they ended up getting no points out of that drive.
I formation under center this time for Smith McClure. Offset I with Tortilla, the fullback. Nield across the formation in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Nice hole hit and brought down after about a 9-yard gain on the carry. Travis Thompson, that's Grant Thompson rather, on the carry.
See, and there at the end you can see Caden Arnold hanging on the arm of Mattia, trying to at least pull the ball out, and Eli carried him a couple yards, and they ended up moving the chains.
That was Thompson on the carry for the Wyoming Army National Guard. 1st down up to the 35-yard line. I formation set again. Mattia, the fullback. Thompson remains the tailback. Turn. Hand off to Grant. Broken tackle in the backfield, spin, and then hit for a gain of 2. I think we can send it down to the field for a Miles CPA sideline report. I think we have an update on Christoph Bueller. Let's send it down to the field.
All right, thank you guys. I have a status update on Christoph Bueller. He has done something to his lower leg, so he has either tore his calf or like his hamstring or something like that, and it's pretty bad. We're not sure if he's going to play in this game or not, or in state, but we'll have to see. And hopefully he gets feeling better. Yeah, we don't know if he's out for the rest of the season, but hopefully not.
And we appreciate the update. Here's the toss to the outside, up to about the 43-yard line. Bryson Nield on the perimeter, and that'll push the ball up to about the 48-yard line.
Gain of 6 makes it
Bryson with his first catch of the night. That'll bring up 3rd and short. Braves 1 of 2 on 3rd down here in this first half.
8 minutes to go before halftime. Still scoreless. 3rd and 2. Thompson, the tailback, with a shotgun set for McClure. Bunch set to the right. Hand off to Grant. Has the 1st down and more. Broken tackles and broken more down to the 40. Grant has one man to beat, but blockers. He's going to score. 10-5. Grant does it again. A big run with broken tackles. And the Braves score with 7:40 to go in the second quarter and get on the board 6-0.
So, Duke, you talked about it. Look at they were all bunched up at trips. And I'm like, if they carry that to that right side, he's got all kinds of blockers, and that's exactly what happened. He ends up really not getting contacted until about 7 yards down the field, and then he steps through it, and then he's gone. He's got Riley Erickson and a couple of guys out there blocking for him. They didn't have a chance of getting him after that.
Travis Thompson, his younger brother, will hold on the PAT. Here's the kick, and it is good, and that was Christoph who kicked that PAT, and so it's 7-0 Braves on SBI.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
I'm Rob Erickson, and I've been on the weight loss plan taught by Brian Drollinger now since May of this year. I'm down 43 pounds, and I feel better than I have in a long time. I love the convenience of the program. It's very straightforward and easy to operate. I'm able to grab my fuelings and get back with my busy life. I would definitely encourage anybody who's interested in living a healthier lifestyle to give Brian a try.
To learn more, attend the next Night of Health and Hope event on Wednesday, November 13th at 6 p.m. at Gather in Afton.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
In what has become a staple for Grant Thompson, a long run with broken tackles, a 54-yarder up the right sideline to score. 7:40 remaining in the second. Here's Ross Hilton with the Christoph kickoff, and it will be fielded at the 20-yard line by Riverton, brought back to the 30 and dropped shy of the 35. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbard for the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update. Jake, take it away.
Yeah, so we got Cody Douglas. Mr. T predicted Payne. That's Owen Peterson up the sideline. Payne being influenced or influxed, whatever the heck it is. 28-0. Cody leads. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake. And, of course, the winner of this game plays the winner of that game for the state title next week. 1st and 10 here for Riverton, who's given Star Valley a handful so far in this game at 7-0. Braves on top, 7:35 to go before halftime. Riverton Wolverines with the football, and under center with an empty backfield is Gattenbein. Now a man comes in to play tailback. That's Larson. Pitch out to Larson. Double handoff. Now they go to the end around to Saltzgaber. He's going to look to the right side and be hit, brought down after a gain of 2 or 3 as they go for the double handoff on the end around, and Saltzgaber picks up 2 or 3 yards.
And I'll tell you what, Saltzgaber ends up kind of being on top of Hayden Morgan, and Hayden takes him an extra second to get up. That looked like it hurt a little bit, but gainer there for Saltzgaber of about 3 to 4 yards.
Clock rolls down to about 7:05 remaining to go in the second quarter.
Here's that last run. Grant Thompson sheds one, steps through 2, another one, steps through a third, and then he's off to the races.
With a convoy.
Yeah, you had Riley Erickson out there and also Logan Johnson. You're not getting through all that beef.
6:48 to go in the second quarter. Shotgun for Gattenbein. He'll throw, looking for the screen. Pump fakes, now goes center screen, and the pass is incomplete. Peyton Larson, the intended target, that faked the screen left and went to the center with it. Larson couldn't quite hold it in, and it's 3rd down and 7 to go.
Larson, a sophomore. That one would have been tough to reel in, and then Grant Thompson gives him a shove just at the end to let him know that, hey, how's it going?
Ball spotted on the 36-yard line. And Star Valley defense looking at a 3 and out if they can get a stop here on 3rd down.
Wolverines 2 of 5 on 3rd down here in this first half.
Quick Battleson Brothers flooring battle stat. And a timeout taken. We'll take it as well. It's Star Valley 7, Riverton 0 on SVI.
Lincoln County School District Number 2 Transportation Department is hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra cash while helping out the students. Starting wage for bus aides is $16.75 per hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. To get started and fill out your application, visit lcsd2.org and click job openings. That's lcsd2.org. Click job openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time cash.
Battleson Brothers Carpet One Floor and Home is clearing stock with massive discounts. Right now, while supplies lasts, find select LVP and carpet 50% off. Battleson Brothers also has over 8,500 square feet of hardwood, normally $7.99 per square foot, but currently just $3.99. And choose select tile for just $1.99 per square foot. Come see the flooring professionals, located 1 block south of the Arch in Afton.
Price, quality, service, Battleson Brothers Flooring.
After the timeout taken by Riverton, it's going to be 3rd down and 7 from their own 36-yard line. 6:41 remaining in the second quarter. Braves with a 7-0 lead. Gattenbein pumps. Now he throws. Man-to-man coverage deep left, and it is incomplete. Diving for it was Caden Arnold, and he couldn't haul it in off the dive. Man-to-man coverage, and it will be 4th and 7. I believe that was Martini on the coverage for the Braves.
Would have been tough. His body was between us and where the ball ends up. I actually thought he reeled it in, but then you see the ball scoot out in front of him and giving it his all, though. Going full horizontal there was Caden Arnold.
Another punting situation as Star Valley has forced a 3-and-out against the Riverton Wolverines. Their first 3-and-out of the game. Gattenbein does kick this away. Spiral short to the right side. Will take a bounce and hop out of bounds. No, it stays inbounds.
How did that stay
off
in?
the hop? It looked like it was going out, but it got a nice, good Riverton roll and downed inside the 25-yard line.
I'll be honest, I actually thought it went out of bounds in the air, just the way that it was angling over there. So, yeah, that's a friendly bounce. Don't always get those on the road.
6 minutes, 24 seconds to go before halftime. Star Valley scores on their last possession thanks to a 54-yard run up the right sideline from Grant Thompson.
Shout out to our camera crew. That was a great replay there. Nice job, everyone.
See Preston Ross playing slot receiver to the left side, trips to the right side, empty backfield for McClure, and a 5-receiver set. 1st and 10 from his own 22-yard line. Calls for the ball. Has it. Quick pass to the left and dropped on the left side and incomplete. Trying to find Daniel and couldn't haul it in. 6:21 to go before half.
This first half, it feels like the Braves passing game, they haven't gotten into a rhythm like you normally see. And I think they're trying to get some people some extra touches here without Cooper Lancaster, without Dayton Schwab. You kind of know you know what you have with Bryson Nield, Roman Erickson. That one, unfortunately, though, just in and out of his hands.
They'll go double tight ends now. Quite a few tight ends. One on the left, two on the right. Man in motion is Nield. They throw to Bryson. Has a block, cut up field, and then brought down by the safety after a gain of about 8 up to the 30-yard line. Clock down to 6:10 to go before half, and that's going to be 3rd and 2 now for the Braves.
And the important thing about that is it gives yourself 3rd and short to work with, even if you are trying to do some different things. And it's a lot easier to do that 3rd and 2 than 3rd and 8.
3 tight ends on the right side of this formation. Nield to the left side. Shotgun for McClure. Nield comes across the formation again in motion. They will throw it to him again. Has the catch, has the first down. Blockers downfield, and Bryson's now running. He breaks the tackles, and here goes to the 40, 30. They won't catch him to the 20, 10. Bryson into the end zone. That will go down as a 70-yard reception to score. And with 5:35, the Braves offense making quick work of the Riverton defense and take a 13-0 lead.
I don't know that we've had a player in the open field make bigger plays than what we've seen Bryson Nield do this season. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's smart. You give him that little bit of room and he's gone. We've seen him do that all season long.
New holder is Phoenix Hovey as the PAT is good. No good. Nope, missed that one. So it stays 13-0. 5:35 to go in the half on SVI.
I'm Nabe. I operate Teton Truss. We build roofing trusses, floor trusses, wall panels, and affordable homes. My relationship with Bank of Star Valley is very personable. I can call down to Thane. We're on a first name basis. I think Bank of Star Valley also uses character as well as credit score when it comes to making decisions. My dad once told me, going into business, you need a personal relationship with your banker, and I get just that.
For 18 years, Miles CPA.
I think being in a small town, you just really care and you take more pride in the work that you do because you're working with your neighbors. These are people that you see out in the community. You know, you see them at kids sporting events and parent-teacher conferences and the grocery store. You know, these are our neighbors.
One of the reasons that people also come back to us is they trust us because we are friends, we are family. And so I think there's a lot of trust in the community.
Time to go back to the field with more live coverage of Braves football on the SVI Sports Network.
Carpus plus color tile kickoff. This time Ross Hilton will put it up in the air, fielded at the 15-yard line by the Wolverines, and he'll run it back up to about the 24-yard line. It was Eric Smith on the return, a 70-yard reception for the touchdown on the last series for the Braves. Bryson Nield on that in-motion pitch-ahead play for a catch. Broken tackles, good blocking downfield, and he springs it for 70 and a score.
I believe that was Crew Morgan on that special teams tackle. Here's that Fall River propane replay. Bryson, about right here, sheds the would-be tackler, puts it into 5th gear, and cruises into the end zone. He is now tied with Andy McCann and Chase Stewart for the most touchdown receptions in a season.
After the good start for Riverton, they're now in a hole. 5:29 to go before half. 1st and 10, down 13-0. And under pressure, trying to get back to the line. He does, so it won't go down as a sack, but Gattenbein is brought down for no gain on the play.
It's Andy Taylor, number 51. Also Ryan Talbot, number 70 right there.
Ryan Talbot on the tackle.
2nd and 10 after Gattenbein got back to the 24-yard line. Clock rolls down to 5 minutes to go in the first half. Braves leading at 13-0. The PAT was no good, but a 2-touchdown lead for the home Braves. Undefeated so far in the season, trying to get back to the title game for the 3rd consecutive year. Cody on top in their game as well. Here's another, nope, they faked the double handoff this time. And a big move for Gattenbein as he sheds a tackle and then jukes up to the Saltzgaver. Saltzgaver gets up to the 39-yard line. They'll stop him right at the sticks and give him the first down.
That's a nice cut there. Gattenbein comes up, gives him a little extra block, another move, and diving forward. A bit of an awkward fall there for one of the Star Valley players. That was Hayden Morgan. He gets up, but Hayden's taking a couple of shots, just doing his job out there tonight.
Riverton does pick up that first down. Now they'll have a new set with 4:13 to go before halftime. Ball down to their own 34-yard line. Gattenbein again in the shotgun. Saltzgaver with him in the backfield. Now he'll motion out to the left side, trips to the right side. Low snap collected. Gattenbein quarterback keeper up the middle, makes one man miss but can't get away from the rest. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, forward progress for a gain of about a yard, and he'll take a lick for it. Set up 2nd and 9.
Big country. Cooper Lawson, number 78, in there. We call his name a lot. Working through there and then not allowing Gattenbein to get away. Cooper does have that Wyoming offer. Has not decided where he's going yet, but he does have the Wyoming offer.
2nd and 9 to go. 3:28 remaining in the second quarter. Ball right at the 35-yard line. Gattenbein again in the shotgun. Quick screen play to the right side and brought down, falling forward for a gain of 3 on the quick wide receiver screen.
Number 6.
It was Larson on the reception. They'll give him 3 yards to make it 3rd down and 6.
Makes it 3rd down and 6.
Ball up to the Riverton 38-yard line. Clock under 3 minutes to go before half.
Wolverines are 2 of 6 tonight on 3rd down.
Trips to the left side, one receiver to the right side. Gattenbein, shotgun, Saltzgaver to his left hip. Looks to the sideline to Coach Leonard to confirm the call. Leonard does have 1 timeout remaining, and it looks like he might take it here. He's standing right by the official. Clock down to 2:30, and he takes a timeout. Back in 60, 3rd down when we come back on SBI.
Have you heard how you can earn some extra cash from Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union? Bring us any new or refinanced auto, ATV, or RV loan, and we will give you 1% back in cash. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, OAC, member NCUA.
B&H Auto in Afton has been serving the Star Valley community for over 10 years. With a qualified and trained staff, you can trust B&H Auto for brakes, maintenance, repairs, tires, and more. That's B&H Auto on the north end of Afton. Service you can ride on.
It's the SVI Sports Network with Duke and Dow and live coverage of Star Valley football.
Final timeout Coach Leonard has to take. He is done with those. 2:28 to go before halftime and a 3rd down and 6 to go. Gattenbein, empty backfield shotgun, looking to his left, throws center, has a man caught for the first down, and inside Braves territory. Tackled hard, Jackson Larson on the reception. He's brought down by Bryson Nield, but not until they move the chains.
Gain of 16 yards, and this was a bullet from Gantenbein to Larson. Takes the full 7-step drop, goes over the hand of Grant Thompson. And then kind of a big tackle there. Bryson Nield pulling him down to the ground. I think he's been hanging around with the rodeo kids.
That's a good touch from Blake to get that over Thompson and ride into the hands of Larson to move the chains down to the Star Valley 46-yard line. 1st and 10, 2 minutes to go before half. 5 receivers all together on the right side of the formation. Gantenbein goes screen. It'll be good. Double pass. He lost it. It was a backward pass, and then he has to throw it away.
That's probably going to be grounding. It's got to be. There's nobody there.
It was Gunnar Brogue. He was outside the pocket. Sorry, not Gunnar Brogue. He's on the wrong team. It was Vincent who caught it on the backwards pass, picked it up, and then just threw it down the field on a forward pass.
Okay. They're listening to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Unless I'm mistaken, in high school, you just have to be outside the pocket. I could be mistaken. They'll wave it off, yeah. If you're outside the pocket, especially where it wasn't the quarterback, double pass, that's another wrinkle. I don't know.
And then he really never even caught it. But since it was a backwards pass, it's a live ball, so he's able to pick that up and then try and do something with it.
Right. So it will be 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line. 1:47 to go. Clock stopped with the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Motioning out is Gantenbein. So the quarterback motioned out, and there's going to be a flag on the play, a false start on the offense. They motioned Gantenbein out. He was under center, tried to go wildcat formation to Saltzgaber, but the offense moves, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Well, Duke, if our viewers and listeners have not been paying attention to Jake Hibbert and the sports night that we produce on Thursdays, you really need to, because if you had, you'd realize that Coach Lenhard puts a lot of different packages out there to try and confuse his opponent, and that was one of them. Just that time didn't work out. But, yeah, he is a very creative dude on offense, and they throw a lot of different things at the defenses.
2nd and 15. The penalty pushes Riverton back to their own side of the 50 at the 49. 1:47 to go before halftime. Wolverines trailing the Braves in the semis 13-0. Motion for Cox to set up in the backfield. Here's a fake pitch, broken play, and he'll have to run ahead as Gantenbein. He's hit at the line and pushed backwards. He faked a pitch to the right, but nobody was there. Looked like a broken play, and he turns it into no gain, and a timeout taken by Star Valley to try and get the ball back with 1:34. We'll take the timeout as well. Star Valley ahead 13-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds and 3rd and long when we come back on the SVI Sports Network.
are Western Wyoming's leader in live coverage of high school sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
3rd down for the Riverton Wolverines. They have a long way to go. 3rd and 15 from their own 49-yard line. 1:34 to go before halftime. Coach Young calls the timeout, hoping he gets the ball back. Wants some time left. He has one timeout remaining. No timeouts remain for Riverton. 3 receivers left. Tight end to that side as well. Gantenbein will pump fake, now set up the screen. Hand off to Saltzgaber, and he's hit in the backfield and tackled for a loss, and a quick timeout is taken by Coach Young. And 1:25 remains on the clock. Coach Young wanted more time than that. We'll see if they give it to him, and officials probably won't.
Ryan Larson, hey, thumbs up. Ryan Larson with a nice play there. Big Country was in there as well, and I did not see the 3rd number, but there is a timeout on the field.
We'll be back in 30 on SVI.
Live coverage of Star Valley Sports on the SVI Sports Network is made possible by TerraPower, a nuclear innovation company. The Right Company, your local siding and gutter experts. Call Ready Mix, located north of Afton. Miles Beverage, proud to sponsor Star Valley Sports. Hillam Orthodontics, generations serving generations since 1966. And by Star Valley Glass and Lock, automotive, residential, and commercial glass.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Going to be 4th down for Riverton. They'll have to punt. 4th and about 16 to go after a tackle for loss of a yard on the draw play by Riverton. Bryson Nield will be back to return. He'll be the only return man as they bring up extra guys in case they attempt to fake for the second time in the game.
With all due respect to everybody else, most dangerous return man in the state right here is Bryson Nield.
He'll be standing inside his own 15 as Gattenbein will call for the snap to punt this away. High snap, climbs the ladder, gets it away, flag on the field, and the punt will bounce at the 24. Nobody returned, takes a little roll from Riverton, and it'll be down at the 21-yard line, but again, a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that one came out pretty much right as the ball was snapped too. See what the officials saw.
As of now, there's 1:15 to go, and it would be Star Valley's ball at their own 21-yard line. It's going to be a false start on the offense. Coach Young will say, kick it again. I want my return man to have a chance.
Well, not only that, not only do you have Bryson Nield back there, but you've also got a center that snapped it high a couple of times. He's not the guy that snapped it all season long. You just don't know what can happen. And then, on top of that, you got a guy that's returned 4 special teams plays for touchdown this year.
So an illegal formation is what the actual call is. So a 5-yard penalty pushes the ball back to the Riverton 43. And we'll see if Coach Young goes after it here, too. He may want to just send the house on this.
Just FYI, a little housekeeping. That was a 4th penalty totaling 30 yards for Riverton this first half.
Once again, Gattenbein will call for the snap. Star Valley looks like they may bring pressure, and they do. Everybody comes. They don't get to it, though. Here's a spirally, wobbly kick fielded by Bryson on the run. Broke a tackle 30-35 and ducks out of bounds at about the 37-yard line. Didn't have anyone to block for him because everybody went for the kick. So he saw that white wall at him, ducks out of bounds, and they'll have the ball.
Well, it ends up being about a 15-yard gain. After all of that, Bryson, as you said, slips out about the 37. So net gain of about 15 yards on that penalty and re-kick for Star Valley with 1:08 to go and 2 timeouts, I believe.
No timeouts. Ball at the 37-yard line. Shotgun set for McClure. 2 receivers on either side. He'll have Martini with him in the backfield. Here's the snap. McClure throws, has his man with Roman Erickson up the sideline and spins and goes out of bounds. He's inside Riverton territory. He'll pick up the Wyoming Army National Guard first down, and he'll have 1st and 10 at the Riverton 45.
Gain of 18 yards and into Riverton territory. And we've seen several times they go right back to Roman in a situation like this. Let's see if that's what happens.
He's lined up, wide receiver, wide left. Andrew Daniel, the slot on that side. 2 receivers on the right side as well. McClure this time looks to his right, fires to Thompson, and he has it caught in between the hashes inside the 30. It will be a Wyoming Army National Guard first down, so the clock will stop to move the chains. Star Valley quickly back to the line of scrimmage. They actually beat the chains. Now the clock is rolling down to 53. They have the play called, and they'll run it. Same formation, 2 receivers on either side inside the 30 to the 28. 1st and 10, clock down to 46. Snap the football, go deep and overthrew. Miscommunication as Roman was on the curl route. Smith thought he was going deep. Roman sits, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at 42 seconds.
Back-to-back completions there, though. One to Roman Erickson, one to Travis Thompson. This time, looking for Roman. Here's that last play to Thompson. Travis, a sophomore, younger brother of Grant, and got to be honest with you, as a Star Valley fan, it's nice to have that warm feeling of another Thompson coming up through the ranks.
Jaden Kuhn subs in to play tailback, and this time they bring in some tight ends on 1st and 10 from the Riverton 28. Man in motion is Nield. Throw ahead to Bryson again. Has some blockers cut up field. 25-20. Cut up field again. 10, 5. One man to beat, and he can't get it. He is cut down inside the 5. Clock will stop as the chains move, and Star Valley quickly back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 1st and 10 as they spot the ball. Clock is still stopped at 33.7. McClure under center. Clock rolls, calls for it, and spikes it to stop the clock at 30 seconds before halftime. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
That's a heck of a tackle, actually, on that last play from Jackson Larson to prevent the touchdown.
So no timeouts, 30 seconds, but you're down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. And it looks like Coach Young will bring out his big boys. Grant Thompson to play tailback. Tortilla likely to play fullback. We'll see if they try and rush it in here. 2nd and goal from the 1. They go all tight ends. Bunch, pitch, Thompson, touchdown. 28 seconds to go. And in for the score.
Second rushing touchdown of the night for Grant. One of them was long. This one not so much. Phoenix Hovey comes in for the heavy package. And he basically just slips right in. Barely touched for that one. Does Grant Thompson.
Comes with 28 seconds. The ensuing PAT from Carpus Plus Colored Tile is plenty good on that one. Christoph got all of it. 20 zip on SBI.
If you feel a burning in the back of your heel or lower calf that worsens with activity, you may have Achilles tendonitis. This often occurs as the result of repeated movements of certain sports, such as running, tennis, or basketball. Dr. Andrew McCall at Alpine Foot and Ankle is your local expert for Achilles tendonitis treatments and many more foot and ankle problems. To learn more and to schedule a consultation, visit alpinefootandAnkle.clinic. That's alpinefootandAnkle.clinic.
Western is a fantastic option when it comes to higher education. We're awarded consistent upper rankings year to year from entities such as University HQ, College Factual, and Intelligent.com. But don't just take their word for it. Listen to what our own students had to say about why they love Western.
The sense of community that this campus has.
Intramurals are always fun, in my opinion.
They like all of the instructors and the coursework.
The tuition is very affordable.
I have awesome teachers. They're personal and great.
There's always an adventure when you're here.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SBI Sports Network.
Carpus Plus Color Tile kickoff after touchdown. Will bounce at the 20. Live ball. Losing. Star Valley will have it. It's a live ball. Took a backwards bounce. Riverton can't get to it. The Braves recover. They'll have it with 26 seconds and inside the 30-yard line.
Zach Thompson is who stood up with it, number 7. Let's see if we can get a little better look at it here. Yeah, that's Zach Thompson, the junior, playing on special teams.
That's a huge play. That's the second time we've seen that this season, actually, where the kickoff takes that backward bounce. The return team can't get to it. That's a live ball on a kickoff. And Star Valley will have it with a chance to score again. 26 seconds before half. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 25, from the Riverton 25-yard line. No timeouts. McClure, shotgun, looks right, fires deep, and caught, hit, and dislodged. He found Bryson Nield, who took a big shot, and the ball pops out incomplete. Bryson pops up, but he was a Wolverine sandwich.
Yeah, Tyree Harris Aragon, King of Gondor. He was in on that one. Also, number 7, Caden Arnold. Sorry, I had to say it. That's a great name, man. But big hit there from Bryson and good sportsmanship to help him back up. But, yeah, that one could have been pretty bad.
20 seconds remaining before halftime. 2nd and 10, but that's irrelevant. You need the end zone. McClure looks right, back to his left, rolling over to that side. Still looking downfield, fires, and to the sideline. Was it caught? No. Diving catch, but out of bounds. Had Roman Erickson down inside the 10. Great effort, but caught it out of bounds. 12.9 seconds remains.
Say, Smith, you got to roll out. You're going to your right. You got to twist your body. You see this all the time. Boy, that is a heck of an effort from Roman, unable to get his feet down, but that's a great effort either way.
So 12.9 seconds. You still have time for 2 plays here if you can get out of bounds, but no timeouts. You got 2 chances to get in the end zone. I wouldn't be surprised here if we just see 2 shots down the field like we just saw. McClure has Coons in the backfield. Looks to throw, steps up in the pocket. He'll have to run down to the 20. Has room, 15, 10, and out of bounds inside the 10 with 6.3 to go.
That is such a smart play from Smith McClure. It's smart and it's unselfish. He doesn't try and finish it off just in case he can't. Gives his team at least 1, maybe even 2 more shots here by stepping out to make it 1st and goal.
Now you got time to, as you mentioned, Al, hit something in the end zone, and if it's incomplete, you may have another shot here or give yourself a field goal attempt, but I assume they're going to go for the touchdown twice if they don't get it here. Grant Thompson in the backfield. McClure, one receiver left, a couple tight ends over to his right side. Smith will throw, goes on the slant, caught, touchdown! Bryson Nield lined up wide to the left. He goes on the slant inside to his quarterback. Touchdown Braves, and they extend the lead 26-0.
Man, that is just, those two guys have scored a lot of touchdowns together. That from 6 yards out. And with that touchdown catch, Duke, you're now looking at the guy who has the most touchdown catches in a season in Star Valley history.
That's a big record as the PAT is good. 27-zip. 3 seconds remain before half on SVI.
This is the First Bank Sports Network, and here he is, Marty the Tortilla Monster from Alpine. Definitely a force to be reckoned with as he takes on this man, Cole Bring the Boom from Afton. Both of these two competing today in the First Bank Tortilla Challenge. As you know, the first one to spit out their water will lose. Each slapping round will begin with paper, rock, scissors, with the winner slapping the other with a dang tortilla. Now, here we go. The water is in the mouth, and paper, rock, scissors, shoot. And looks like Cole is going to win with some paper there. And here goes the wind-up. You got a green tortilla. Wow, what a slap. We got to see that one again. Look at this placement. And, yes, jiggle in the jowls. But, looks like Marty just won the second round with scissors, so he's ready for some revenge. Look at that! Wow, what a slap! But still no water spewed. Who is going to spew? We'll be back after this.
Ensuing Carpus Plus color tile kickoff after the Braves score again. This one will be driven down to the 10-yard line. A line driver returned up to the 20, 25, and brought down there, and that will take us to halftime. What a second quarter it was. Star Valley scores all 27 points in the second quarter, and they have a halftime lead in the 3A semifinal. Star Valley Health halftime show coming your way with the Braves up 27-0. Let's take a look around the state. Another semifinal action tonight, and we begin our halftime coverage with Jake Hibbert in the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio. Jake, take it away.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I'm going to first start off by giving you a live look at what we have with Cody and Douglas. We'll get into a little highlight of that, how we got there first. But right now, as we get ready for halftime, it is 35-13. Douglas has just scored. Carter Archuleta looks like he pushed one in, but looks like Cody's got that one in hand as they go to the half. Now, we have some really fun games today, and we have Cokeville in the state championship in 2A. They don't even have 100 kids in that school, but they're playing 11-man football. Let's see how it happened today against Mountain View. That's where we start, as it is winner in to the championship. And Cokeville starts things off with a Kason Walker touchdown. Here's what Cokeville did today. They ran 32 and 23 jumbo packages the entire game. That's Justin Moyes with the breakout touchdown to put it at 16-0. And they wore out Mountain View. They had 5 6-minute drives. Their longest drive of the day, guys, 19 plays. Didn't even result in a touchdown. It was a turnover on downs, but one play after this, here we have Justice Platts in the end zone. He's looking for someone, throws it away. There's no tackle box in high school. It's just, is there anyone in the zone? There was no one. Safety, guys. So it's 18-8. Cokeville leads it. And then another Justin Moyes breakout. This one for 62 yards. Frankly, Mountain View was beat, not being able to shut down the T offense of Cokeville today. And they were playing with a negative game script throughout, so they were running that 10 personnel, forward wide receivers. It only worked once here. You see Justice Platt looking way outside, finding Isaac Linford for the touchdown. That put it at 14 points, but Cokeville runs away with it, 40-14. Let's jump over to the other 2A game. Lovell and Bighorn. Lovell had the lead going into the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Avon Barney looking over left corner. It's Bridger Doak coming away with that jump ball. That gave Bighorn the lead, and then they punch it in and secure the win with the Cruz Hernandez touchdown. Lovell comes away with the victory 35-25. Let's jump over. We said Cody and Douglas just a bit ago. Owen Peterson, he had that run up the left sideline with it 14-0. And like we said, we'll take a quick look at the live score. Once again, it is 35-13 as we go into the half there. On to 4A, Campbell County and Cheyenne East. That's Keyshawn Jackson, you see, going in for the first score of the game. Cheyenne East led it 7-0. Mason Druby doing it with his legs as well. That's his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. That put the score at 7-6. Another score for Cheyenne East. And guys, right now, let's take a look at the live score at the half. Cheyenne East leads it 28-14. 28-14. Keyshawn Jackson had a 3rd touchdown, and Cheyenne East scored again just before the end of the half. We have some 6-man action as well. Let's take a look at Burlington and Encampment. We'll take you right into overtime. They were all knotted up at 62 apiece going into the overtime period, and that's Jordan Broderloh taking the load in himself. That put Encampment up 68-62. They missed the point after, so now Burlington up rather. So now here's Encampment trying to respond. That's Corbin Barkhurst getting the pass from Gunnar Henry. Point after was blocked, and then Encampment was stopped. Well, you see here, they're trying to get the win there. They cannot. So now Encampment gets the ball first. They're stopped, and it's Jordan Broderloh again. Burlington and Little Snake River met up in state last year. They meet up again this year, 74-68 the final, as Burlington wins that one in triple overtime. Burlington, LSR, your matchup next week, as there was no video for Little Snake River and Saratoga. No video for the semifinal game. Is 6-man not a sport? Is 6-man not a sport? Anyways, Little Snake River got it 67-0, so maybe the cameraman went home early. Finally, Pine Bluffs and Saratoga, 1A, and Pine Bluffs. Well, it was really nasty out there. You see that weather? Running for the touchdown, it's Karsten Freebug, and we'll see them next week in the state finals. Saratoga falls 42-12. We've got 2 games going on tomorrow, guys, and those are at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock games. We've got Sheridan taking on Natrona at a neutral field, or excuse me, not a neutral field, at Sheridan, but at 1 o'clock. That's a wild one. And then Big Piney at Lingle Fort Laramie, 1 o'clock tomorrow. That's it for me, guys. Second half. And let's go finish out. See you guys.
Thank you, Jay Kibbard, with our halftime update from the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio. Sleep well, Star Valley. Visit them at downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com. Halftime score 27-0 Star Valley. A flurry of points in the second quarter. And at the half, they have the lead. Star Valley Health halftime show coverage continues after this on the SBI Sports Network.
Star Valley Disposal and Royal Flush Septic have been serving the local community for over 25 years with residential, commercial, and construction services, along with porta potties and septic pumping. Please remember to always bag your garbage before placing it into your can. Even the smallest breeze can cause garbage to scatter everywhere as it is being dumped into our garbage trucks. For service and questions, visit StarValleyDisposal.com. That's StarValleyDisposal.com.
Make plans now to spend this winter in beautiful Alpine, Wyoming. Bring your snowmobiles or rent one from one of our local retailers. The Grays River and surrounding areas offer plenty of options for both beginner and experienced rider. Or slow it down on our snowshoeing and cross-country ski trails. And of course, unwind with exceptional lodging and dining options. Book your Alpine, Wyoming winter stay today.
The winter sledding season will be here before you know it. Make sure you're ready for the best winter yet by making your reservations at Kodiak Mountain Resort in Afton, Wyoming. The resort is located just minutes away from some of the best backcountry sledding in the Rocky Mountains, regardless of experience. And with plenty of trailer parking and a large complimentary breakfast, there is no place better to stay while you enjoy the Wyoming winter. Book your stay today by visiting KodiakMountainResort.com. See how we sell your home and save you money? Very demure, very cutesy. Call Assist to Sell the Realty Team today for your next real estate transaction.
1 in 4 vehicles will need a new battery this year. Don't wait until yours dies to do something. Test your battery regularly, and if you need a replacement, Napa has you covered with a full range of long-lasting, high-performing batteries designed to keep you moving.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health halftime coverage. Find them online at starvalleyhealth.org and sign up for the Women's Health e-newsletter for lifestyle tips and insights. Visit starvalleyhealth.org, starvalleyhealth.org. At the half, Braves lead at 27-0 as the new star shines over Afton. And 3A semifinal coverage of Braves and the Riverton Wolverines. Now let's see how that score has played out deep in the numbers with your Battleson Brothers flooring. Carpet 1, floor and home, halftime battle stats.
Well, first for the Wolverines, Blake Gantenbein went 8 of 14 for 62 yards through the air. Most of that coming to Caden Arnold, 2 catches, 30 yards. Jackson Larson also had 2 catches for 21 yards. On the ground, Hunter Saltzgaver, 7 carries for 19 yards. Gantenbein, 6 carries, 23 yards. So 62 yards through the air, 42 on the ground, 104 yards total in that first half for the Wolverines. Just no points. They did have that 37-yard missed field goal as well. The Braves, you pointed this out before we went to the break, Duke. All 27 of their points came in the second quarter. This was a scoreless game at the end of one. Smith McClure, a little lower than he normally does on his completion percentage in that first half. 7 of 15, make that 8 of 16, and 164 yards though, and then 8 carries, 123 yards on the ground. Bryson Nield, 5 catches, 117 yards and a touchdown. Grant Thompson, 4 carries, 68 yards and 2 touchdowns, getting most of that done. So 164 through the air, 123 on the ground, a total of 287 in that first half. That's a look at your Battleson Brothers Carpet 1 floor and home halftime battle stats.
Quality, price, and service located a block south of the Arch in Afton. That is Battleson Brothers Flooring, Carpet 1, a block south of the Arch in Afton. It's all part of the Star Valley Health halftime show. We'll touch base with Coach Patterson in just a few. We'll have Claire and Millie down on the sidelines as well. But first, Al, let's see if we can give away some goodness from Swirl in downtown Afton and your halftime trivia presented by Star of 89.
Well, the question tonight is, what 2 coaches did McKay Young just pass for most SVHS wins? Use the text-in number 307-203-4637, and the first correct answer wins themselves a gift certificate to Star of 89. Maybe use it on Swirl, maybe get some crumble cookies, maybe get some soup with a grilled cheese sandwich on a night like this. The options are yours, but you got to win first.
Absolutely. First correct answer will win that gift certificate, 203-4637. That's 203-4637. Be sure to follow Swirl and Star of 89 on social media for updates on what they have going on each and every week inside the Giftery and Swirl. At the half, 27-0, Braves on top over Riverton in the 3A semifinals. It's all part of the SVI Sports Network and the Star Valley Health halftime show.
So my name is Jen Johnson, and I'm the head teller here at the bank. So I really enjoyed getting to know the people that work here. I feel like we're a really good team. I've made some friendships here. I feel like we're all really supportive of each other, and I feel valued as a team member, and those efforts are recognized and appreciated. When you call the Bank of Star Valley, you talk to one of us. You don't get a call center in another state. You don't get an automated system. It's one of us that are there to help you.
My best friend just had a birthday party at the Fun Zone in Afton. It was so cool. We got to play basketball, ping pong, and foosball. We were able to bring our own Nerf guns and even watched a movie on a giant projector screen. For my next birthday, I want to have my party at the Fun Zone too. Mom said the Fun Zone will also work great for my sister's wedding reception in a few months and next summer's family reunion. For reservations, visit svfunzone.com.
Hi, I'm Elise, and I've been dancing since I was 3, and I love it. I used to get nervous going places by myself, but I don't get worried anymore. Dance has helped me be brave and confident, and I am even on Desi's dance performing team now. I love being with my friends, and I love my teachers.
To learn more about how you or your child could not only develop their dance skills, but also develop as a person, visit desisdance.com. Youth and adult classes are available. That's desisdance.com.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
This is Braves football and the Star Valley Health Halftime Show on the SVI Sports Network.
Star Valley Health, where your care is their top priority. Visit starvalleyhealth.org, and exciting news coming to Alpine.
At Simplot Smoky.
Emergency room department coming to Alpine in the next few months, hoping to open that mid-January in Alpine. ER services, courtesy of Star Valley Health. Find the details online at starvalleyhealth.org. Now let's see how the Braves have done so far with those keys to the game.
Well, key number one, there is no tomorrow, because if you lose, you're done. If you win, you head to the state championship game next week. I think the Braves are doing okay there. Number two, Pepper Mr. Saltzgaber, the leading rusher for the Wolverines. It has been tough sledding in this first half for the Riverton running game. Saltzgaber, 7 carries, 19 yards in that first half. Key number three, next man up. Kind of saw that on display, honestly. You had a catch for Travis Thompson. You had one for Preston Ross. You had several different people holding the ball in that first half as far as special teams is concerned. So I think they're doing pretty good there. And then key number four, yak before Thanksgiving. Technically that touchdown for Bryson Nield, 70 yards. Well, about 69 of it was after the catch. So I think they're doing all right there. So far so good for the keys to the game, brought to you by Assist to Sell.
Local agents Ashley Cranny and Mandy Jack have the keys to your next home. Visit AssistToSellStarValley.com. That is AssistToSellStarValley.com. Let's get the coach's take on that first half. First, Billy Kazare had the chance to catch up with Riverton head coach Mark Leonard and get his thoughts on the first half with the Miles CPA Sideline Report. Millie.
Yeah, guys. I talked to Coach, and he said that he was really proud of what his team has done today. He said that Riverton fought well up into the last few minutes of the first half. He really hopes to have a better second half in this game. Back to you guys. That was so bad.
Kazare with the Miles CPA Sideline Report. We'll send it down to Claire and get Coach Young's thoughts here in just a few moments. But let's first welcome in Winston Patterson. Coach Patterson joining us in our Star Valley Health halftime coverage. And Coach Patterson, a lot to unpack from that first half. Special teams plays were big on both sides of the ball. Of course, Star Valley gets that late touchdown because of a special team turnover on Riverton. But overall, what's your take on that first half, Coach?
I thought it was a great first half by the Braves. I love to see Coach Young running his foundational plays, his buck to Grant, his jet to Bryson, running tank down on the goal line, and then letting Smith do some work with his legs. That's what they're going to need to be able to keep that ball away from Cody and that high prolific offense if they're moving into next week.
Coach, one of the things that we've talked about has been the depth of this team that's really been tested on the season. You're seeing a lot of guys we haven't seen a lot of all this coming into this game just because of injuries. That really just speaks to the entire program, doesn't it? That Coach Young and the staff has been able to build over the years to have the kind of depth that they've really needed this year that shows in a game like this.
That is really important. Coach Young and his staff, they're really good about making sure every kid on that field understands what the position's responsibility is. And, freshmen, sophomore, JV kids, they watch, they know the same formations. And so they're trained really well and they're coached up really, really well by that staff.
Thank you, Coach Winston Patterson, longtime coach of Star Valley Athletics. Appreciate you, Coach. We'll catch up with you on the next one, it looks like, so appreciate your time. It's a part of the Star Valley Health halftime show, and the Braves with a 27-0 lead over visiting Riverton. Let's send it back down to the field, and Claire Myers had the chance to catch up with Coach McKay Young and get his thoughts from the Star Valley sideline heading into the locker room. Claire, take it away.
Thanks, guys. I'm down on the Star Valley field for the Braves halftime report. I just interviewed Coach Young, and he said that he is so happy about the way that the second quarter ended. Young says he's very happy about some big punt returns and some great throws, and he's just very happy overall about the way his boys finished. Something that he thinks the Braves can improve on is just little things, and overall he is very happy and quite enthusiastic heading into the second half. It is going to be a very exciting second half to watch, and we absolutely cannot wait to see how everything turns out. Hopefully the cameras don't freeze, but we can pray. Anyway, turn it back over to you guys.
Thank you for that, Claire. Yep, the hope is the same, and hopefully you don't freeze on the sidelines either. That's Claire Myers with the Miles CPA Sideline Report in Afton and Alpine. Call 885-0055, 885-0055. Now let's see if we have a winner of that halftime trivia question.
All right, the question was, what two coaches did McKay Young just pass for most SVHS wins? And the answer is Mr. Jerry Hart and Mr. Robert Linford. They had 83 wins apiece. So the first correct answer there wins himself a gift certificate to Star of 89.
And we do have a winner, the first correct answer, and there were a lot of correct answers, but the first one was the phone number ending in 9075. 9075. Congratulations, you've won that gift certificate to Star of 89. Good for Swirl, the Giftery, and all the goodness that you find there. Congratulations, 9075, the winner of Halftime Trivia. That's going to do it for the Star Valley Health Halftime Show. Now, a lot of momentum built for the Braves in that second quarter, but as expected coming into this Riverton Wolverine team has given Star Valley a lot to handle in the first half.
Well, you can really see why they have caused so many issues for their opponents this season. They keep you on your toes. The Braves have been able to respond to it, but yeah, Coach Leonard, he's a dang good coach. We already knew that, and the Wolverines came ready to play tonight. We'll see if they can come out and put some points on the board. Unfortunately for them, they're going to have to wait. The Braves not only scored a couple times before the half, but they also get the ball to start the third quarter.
That they do. So it will be the start of the third quarter, which in our broadcast is presented by High Country Solutions. Find them online at highcountrysol.com. That is highcountrysol.com. So the Braves will field the opening kickoff of the half. They'll do so on the south side of the field, and we'll drive to the north side of the field to open up third quarter play with a 27-0 lead. Winner of this game, of course, goes to the state championship game next week to face what looks to be the Cody Bronx. They had a big halftime lead in their game against the Douglas Bearcats in Douglas tonight.
Yeah, they're up 35-13 at the break there, so we'll see if it is indeed a rematch for the third straight year.
Riverton will tee up the football, and that will do it for the Star Valley Health halftime show. Hunter Saltzgaver, the do-it-all kid for this Riverton Wolverines team, he's going to be kicking off. Star Valley will have Martini and Thompson back to return this kickoff. Travis Thompson, that is, the younger of the two Bash brothers. And here's the kick from the 40. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. A nice kick for Saltzgaver, and that will put Star Valley at their own 20 with 1st and 10 and a 27-point lead.
Temperatures anywhere. It's supposed to be 20 for the overnight low. It was 36 at kickoff, so somewhere in between those two numbers is what it is now. And that ball, I'm assuming it wasn't in some kind of heated room before that, so hats off to the kickers, the unsung heroes of the special teams.
Star Valley will come out in an I formation. Double tight ends, one on the left, two on the right. And an I formation, offset I. Actually just one on the right with a wide receiver over there. Tortilla, the fullback, Thompson, the tailback. 1st and 10 from the 20. Man in motion's Martini. Hand off to Martini, off the motion, and he has a hole. He's to the 30, cuts across the grain, broken tackle, and gets all the way up to the 40, and driven down near the 45-yard line. Shifty running for Martini, who that time was lined up as a receiver. It was kind of a delayed backwards handoff from McClure with Martini in motion.
Yeah, and Wyatt weaving his way through the Riverton defense. He makes one extra cut here, and it ends up taking a hit from behind there by Caden Arnold, but a gain of 24 yards on the carry.
That's going to be a Wyoming Army National Guard first down on the first play of the High Country Solutions third quarter. Martini remains the tailback in the backfield. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right in the shotgun. Martini runs out to the flat. Smith instead goes middle to a wide open man. Caught near the 40 and brought down inside the 40-yard line. Wide open in the hash marks was Brogue on the reception. Gunner moves the chains on a Wyoming Army National Guard. First down.
Gunner, a senior, known as a starter on the defensive back, in the defensive backfield. This time gets about 18 yards on that reception.
Has had a great season as a corner. Got a little offense there. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Braves looking to add to a 27-point lead to open up the third quarter. McClure will take the snap, but a flag and a false start will blow the play dead.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, first down.
4th penalty totaling 40 yards on the Braves in the game. Obviously first one of the half since we just started.
Pushes the ball back to the Riverton 44. 1st and 15. 10:50 remaining in the third quarter. Shotgun set once again for McClure. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Martini remains the tailback. Wyatt to the left-hand hip. McClure will look to the screen play, and it's going to fall incomplete. Travis Thompson was the intended target. He just lets it fall. He thought maybe the pressure was coming. It was a forward pass, so it will be an incompletion.
And Riverton had read it well. They actually brought some pressure here, so really a quick pass from Smith.
Looked like maybe it was short, so Travis couldn't get under it. Just hits the turf.
Okay.
So 2nd and 15. Clock stops at 10.5 in the third. 4 receivers, 2 on either side. Riverton moving on defense. Now they bring 5. McClure fires down the field. Caught by Roman Erickson for a Wyoming Army National Guard. First down. Moves the ball down to the Riverton 25-yard line.
That was a bullet from Smith McClure. 19 yards to Roman Erickson. This is a frozen rope to Roman right on his numbers.
We'll move the ball to the Riverton 25. Martini remains the tailback. Top outside right of the formation is number 2, Preston Ross. And McClure will look to the sideline to get some clarification. Bunch receivers over to his left side. Still looking at the line. 10-second call from the official. Now McClure will come up, make any adjustments, and get ready to snap the ball at the 5-second count. Now 4. Now 3, there's the snap, and it's a quarterback keeper. McClure bounces to the outside, flag on the play. Smith is going to get about 5 yards, but pending some laundry, it's coming back. It's going to be a hold on the Braves offense.
That one came in pretty much right after the snap. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over the officials. Don't always have that. But yeah, that one came in right as, I would say, even before Smith even was cutting upfield. So officials saw that one really early.
Going to be a 10-yard penalty with the flag at the line of scrimmage. So now 1st and 20 for Star Valley. Ball pushed back to the Riverton 35-yard line. Trips to the left side, 1 to the right. 9.5 to go in the third quarter. Riverton brings 4. McClure steps up, now rolls right, tucks it and runs, pushed from behind, and he'll fall forward and pick up about 4 yards.
That's one way to do it. You don't often see it like that.
So it'll be about a 3-yard gain is what they give Smith. Push the ball up to the 32-yard line to set up 2nd down and 8.
17.
Clock at 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. And they go bunch to the left side once again with the receivers. 1 wide to the right. Martini still the man in the backfield for the Braves. McClure looking left in the shotgun, fires center, and caught running up the field and down to the 20-yard line once again is Preston Ross on the reception, and that's going to make it a manageable situation with the ball spotted at the Riverton 21-yard line and 3rd and about 6 to go.
Preston does a nice job finding some space there among the defense and gets himself an 11-yard gain.
No tight ends again. Trips to the right side. Ross, the wide receiver, flanked wide left to the bottom of the screen. Martini still the tailback. 3rd down and 6. It's a draw play to Martini. Dropped the ball, picked it up, and he's going to have the first down anyway. Inside the 15, cut to the 10, and he's going to score!
Oh, wow.
A fumble on the handoff. Wyatt Martini picks it up Excellent blocking downfield on the draw play, and it's a touchdown.
Well, we've seen Wyatt do this several times this year. He picks that thing up, to quote Coach Klein, dusts it off, and he's into the end zone. Wyatt had a punt return touchdown last week against Lander. Picks up another rushing touchdown here, his third of the season here on that one.
PAT from Bueller is good. Makes it 34-0 Braves on SVI.
At Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine, it's not only about mining phosphate for production of crop nutrients that support western U.S. farmers and ranchers. It's about supporting our employees, neighbors, and local communities and their families. From providing quality competitive jobs to being an active partner in our local communities. Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine. Passion for people and supporting local families by bringing Earth's resources to life.
At the University of Wyoming, ideas come to life. It's where the spirit of innovation and boundless curiosity fuel our hunger for knowledge. It's where the past meets the present and our students shape a brighter future.
I'm a student athlete.
I'm a musician. I'm a mentor.
And I'm a cowboy.
The world needs more cowboys.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Ensuing kickoff from Carpus Plus Color Tile is going to take a big bounce and roll into the end zone. Great job by Ross Hilton. That just snuck in the pylon. It rolled down the sideline and just went in the end zone before going out of bounds. So good kick from Ross, and Star Valley will be on defense. Out comes the Riverton offense, trailing the Braves in this 3A semi 34-0.
Well, Ross is the one that had that kickoff that ended up kind of dying in no man's land and ended up being a recovery for Zach Thompson, which turned into a Bryson Nield touchdown. So that time, man, if I was him and I went back to the sideline, I'd be like, yeah, I'm showing off, boys. Look what I can do.
Back in the High Country Solutions third quarter. Visit highcountrysol.com. That's highcountrysol.com. In the shotgun is Gattenbein. It's going to be a direct snap to Saltzgaver, rather, and he will run up the sideline and get a good chunk of yards on the first down carry. A direct snap to him. He'll have the first down for an 11-yard pickup to the 31.
That's a nice play, and Saltzgaver showing off some speed as he kind of makes that half moon kind of route and moves the chains for the Wolverines.
Texting and driving, everyone knows there's no and. You're either texting or driving. If you're typing or reading while behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. Whiteout reminds you, if you're texting, you're not driving. 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line. Back in the shotgun is Blake Gattenbein, quarterback for the Riverton Wolverines. 10 wins on the season. Snap goes off his face mask, collects it. Now he runs for a good chunk on first down. Picks up about 8 yards. The snap went off his face mask. He collected off the bounce and runs for 8 yards.
And it was kind of a confusing start to the play. I'll be honest, it was close. Players maybe leaving early, but maybe that's just in my mind. But Gattenbein's done a nice job showing off some hands, bringing in a couple high snaps tonight. That one could have been a disaster. Instead, he gets 8 yards out of it.
7.5 to go in the third quarter, presented by High Country Solutions. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Offset I formation behind Gattenbein in the under center. Tailback dive, big hole, first down. Spins to the 50 and hit hard at midfield, but another first down for the Riverton Wolverines.
Picking up yardage in chunks here on this drive is Riverton. This is another double-digit gainer for Hunter Saltzgaver. Nice hole up the middle, scoots it to the outside. Looked like Gunnar Brogue got the first contact, and Grant Thompson finishes it off.
7 minutes to go in this third quarter. Ball right at midfield. Riverton will huddle and come to the line of scrimmage. Saltzgaver remains the tailback in the I formation. No receivers, a bunch of tight ends. Man across the formation in motion. Turn, handoff to Saltzgaver, and he's hit, brought down after a 1-yard gain with forward progress. But nowhere to go. Grant Thompson, the 3-year starter at linebacker, gives him 1 yard is all.
Well, and that's the thing when you play against a defense that's this experienced and seasoned, that with a little hesitation basically turns into a target. And Grant Thompson was right there, and Hayden Moore and Riley Erickson's like, sure you don't need any help?
Clock down to 6:08 to go in the third quarter. Ball is inside Braves territory now with a 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line. This time a pistol set. Dane Cox across the formation, right to left. He'll stop. Snap. Pitch outside to Saltzgaber, looks for the edge, and across the 45, broken tackle, and he's in the open field, spins inside the 35, and another first down for the Wolverines. Saltzgaber on the run off the pitch.
About 16 yards there. Saltzgaber is starting to find his rhythm here. To the outside, gets through an arm tackle, spins away here. Been watching Saquon Barkley. Thankfully, he doesn't try that reverse hurdle thing. I saw that went disastrously for a high school player earlier today. He just goes ahead and takes the big gainer.
Just does the spin. 5:29 to go and counting. Just past the 3-yard mark. Just past the halfway mark in the third quarter. Saltzgaber remains in the backfield, and officials will come in and stop this before things get going. We'll have an officials timeout.
Might be an equipment issue. Yeah, you see number 57. Tyree Harris Aragon comes out. Might be a face mask or a mouthpiece, something along those lines.
And it may have to bring in the third string center as he comes out. Aragon already the backup, so Paul York, the sophomore, is going to hustle in.
No pressure. Happens to be the best driver of the game.
So York will hustle in and snap the football on 1st and 10. And wisely, a timeout is taken by Coach Leonard. We'll take it as well. Riverton driving back in 30 on SVI.
In the game of life, you don't want to fumble your internet connection. Silver Star is here for you. Whether it's game time or homework time, Silver Star won't fumble when you need us. No more lag, no more buffering, no more drop connections. Get connected today at silverstar.com and experience fast, reliable, fumble-free internet. Silver Star, your connection, your way.
The Bank of Star Valley would like to congratulate Damian Burgess on being this week's Man of the Week. Congrats, Damian.
Damian Burgess, son of JR and Katie Burgess, senior, O&D line, Afton, Wyoming.
Braves have Damian Burgess at tailback. Pitch to Damian, the center. Touchdown! The saxophone player and the center puts it into the end zone.
You're watching Star Valley High School football on the SVI Sports Network.
Coming away from the Riverton timeout, it is 1st and 10. Wolverines have been driving on this possession. They're down to the Star Valley 33-yard line. 5:14 to go. Another pitch out to Saltzgaber. He hesitates and can't get the edge. Defense sniffs that one out, and he's held to a 1-yard gain. Roman Erickson on the tackle. Clock rolls down to 5 minutes to go. Braves leading at 34-0 in the 3A semi.
You know, Duke just got reminded by our friend Alan Simpson, who's our play-by-play guy for Star Valley Soccer, reminding us or informing us, Saltzgaber's an all-state soccer player too, so he's got a lot of tools in his tool belt.
Came into this game as a 1,000-yard rusher, averaging about 130 on the ground each game.
He's got 59 on 12 carries tonight. That's a pretty good day so far.
And a junior, by the way.
Yeah.
2nd and a long 8 for Riverton. 4:23 to go in the third quarter. Gattenbein, quarterback keeper, breaks one tackle, can't get away from the second, and he's driven back, and the officials will blow it dead after forward progress was stopped. It was Thompson, Travis Thompson, who came in to clean it up after the first tackle was broken.
I'm not sure how he got out of the grasp of this first one. Riley, now I remember. Riley doesn't have one of his hands. He couldn't wrap him up with his hand, so he actually steps out on that side, and then, Travis Thompson finishes it off.
Wearing that glove on the right hand. So a 1-yard loss on the quarterback keeper, and it's 3rd and 10. 3:40 to go in the third. Trips to the right. Saltzgaber motions out to the right. High snap collected, thrown to the right and incomplete. Trying to find Arnold, and Caden can't get up there to get it. And that play didn't look good from the get-go after the weird-looking snap, and it's 4th down and 10. 4-down territory for Coach Leonard at the Star Valley 33.
And we're not trying to poke fun at anybody doing their best they can at the center, because let's be honest, it's one of those positions you handle the ball every offensive snap and nobody notices unless something bad happens. And so it's kind of an unsung position. So you got to give the guys credit for doing what they've done. But I'll tell you what, you got to give a lot of credit to Blake Gantenbein for corralling some of these things. That was well done on his part again.
Gantenbein in the shotgun with an empty backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 4th down and 10. Looks to throw, steps up, screen caught, tackled well short of the first down. Just a 2-yard gain and a turnover on downs. Grant Thompson slams the door shut on the drive.
That one went to Jackson Larson, but yeah, just nowhere to go.
Talked to Grant for our pregame interview today, and I asked him, what do you prefer, running over somebody with the ball in your hands or slamming into somebody on defense? Without hesitation, he said defense, and you could see it right there on that play.
And then a twinkle in the eye
of
defensive coach Kelly Merritt, who was a linebacker himself. I'm sure Kelly loves every minute of that.
3:24 to go in the High Country Solutions third quarter. Braves with a 34-0 lead and the football back. Here's a handoff and big hole to the outside, down to the 40, and diving ahead is Jaden Coons up to about the 42-yard line. Jaden had a massive hole, and that is going to be a Wyoming Army National Guard first down.
I think Jaden had a carry earlier that was wiped off due to a penalty. This time he gets to keep his yards, 11 yards on this one.
Ball to the 41. Thompson and Tortilla check into the game with an I formation. Receiver to the right and McClure under center. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here is a handoff to Martini. Same play. He got a big run on last time. 50, first down, 40. Wrapped up and brought down and out of bounds. Now stays inbounds, but tackled. It's kind of that almost delayed handoff that we saw earlier in the game with Martini coming across the formation of motion. That's a Wyoming Army National Guard. First down inside Riverton territory.
Well, per carry, Wyatt Martini is challenging Grant Thompson for average tonight. He's got 3 carries, 63 yards, and, of course, a touchdown. And that's his 3rd carry of the night in double digits.
Braves with a 34-point advantage. They'll have it now inside Riverton territory at the 41-yard line. Subbing into the game is Gunnar Brogue to play wide receiver right. Now he comes in motion. Turn, fake to him and go to Thompson. No, actually it's a big run up the middle by number 34 on that one. That's Nathan Hatterley. And Hatterley will pick up the Wyoming Army National Guard first down right up the gut.
Yeah, from the 41 up to about the 30, maybe even the 29.
Moves the chains. Clock rolls to 2:18 to go and a 34-point Star Valley lead. Wanting to add on to it, Brogue remains the wide receiver on this play. 2 tight ends, 1 on each side. I formation set. Hatterley remains the tailback. Brogue in motion, left to right. Hand off again to Hatterley. Breaks the tackle and lunges ahead. He'll get about 4 yards, maybe even 5. Nope, we'll say 4 up to the 25-yard line to make it 2nd and 6.
And Nathan's a physical runner. I like to do the PA for the underclassmen games, and I get a good look at these guys coming up. He's a physical kid. He runs really hard, and you see that on back-to-back plays.
Jaden Coons will now come in and play tailback. Also, we see Tayson Tittenser come in. He has a couple touchdowns on the season. Tayson's going to line up tight end right side. We've seen him hand off to him in that position, but Brogue in motion. This time they hand off to Coons, and he will plow through a Riverton defender. Will be stopped shy of the yard to gain. Great job by Braden Martin of Riverton to hold on to Coons and bring him down for a gain of 2 or 3.
Tell you what, though, that's a physical run from Jaden Coons. He's got 2 carries, 14 yards on the night.
Clock rolls to 1:03 to go before we wrap up this High Country Solutions third quarter. Braves sniffing that Riverside Dental Crimson zone. Ball spotted down to the Riverton 22-yard line. Speaking of centers, how about Damian Burgess in the year he's had snapping the football? He's been fantastic.
Intermixed with marching band.
Yeah. Plays the saxophone. Now the huddle breaks. They come up and join Damian at the line of scrimmage for a 3rd and 3. I formation. turn, misdirection, handoff, and diving ahead is Hayden Morgan. A flag on the play. As it stands now, Hayden will have the first down to the 18-yard line. We'll see what the call is.
Peyton Larson came in and knifed him down. I'll tell you what, that looked like it was going to be a bigger play than it was because of Larson.
It is going to be against Star Valley.
Offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay, third down.
So instead of a first down, it's going to be 3rd and about 10 is where they spot it.
Ball back to the original line of scrimmage.
Martini comes back in to play tailback. 4 receivers, 2 on either side. 3rd and 10 now from the Riverton 29-yard line. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. McClure shotgun. Looking left, back center, now right. Fires down the field and miscommunication and behind his intended target. And incomplete. 4th and 10 for the Braves. Let's quickly send it out to Jake Hibbert. I believe he has a quick Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update for us. Jake.
Yeah, guys, so East, well, Campbell County's coming back on them. That's Drewby out to Masteller. It's 28-28, third quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake Hibbert with the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update. The other 4A semi will be played tomorrow. Timeout taken by the Braves. We'll take it as well on SVI.
Welcome to Star Valley Station, home of Skyview Lanes, Salt River Cinemas, and Some Dude's Pizza. Get ready for an unforgettable experience where entertainment and deliciousness collide. Let the fun begin.
While the Bank of Jackson Hole has grown over the years, our commitment to our clients and their financial well-being remains the cornerstone of our business. With responsive local decision-making and a true appreciation for the health of our community, our vision is to provide a banking experience that is all about you, the client. When it comes to navigating the local landscape, Bank of Jackson Hole has proven year over year that we know the way. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Live coverage of Braves football continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
After the Star Valley timeout, Braves have 2 remaining, 25 seconds to go in the third quarter, facing a 4th and 10 from the Riverton 29-yard line. They'll go for it with McClure in the shotgun, 5 receivers. Travis Thompson goes in motion to make it 4 receivers to the right. McClure rolls that direction, pump fakes, now fires deep, looking for Thompson, and broken up and incomplete. Tried to rifle it down to Thompson, and a great play on the ball made by Jackson Larson of Riverton to knock it incomplete, and Star Valley will turn it over on downs at the Riverton 29-yard line.
As I say, the Braves got what they wanted. In fact, the pass was right there. That is a heck of a play by Jackson Larson, the senior defensive back there, number 17.
Riverton gets the ball back, trailing Star Valley 34-0. 19.4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Riverton will huddle up as the Braves bring in a couple of subs on the defensive end. 19.4 to go before the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I see Sam Gaskell, 36 in there.
Gattenbein will be in the pistol set. Calls for the ball. Fake it, now draw play. Can't get away from the defense, though, and Saltzgaber is brought down for no gain on the play.
And who makes the play? Sam Gaskell.
Clock will tick out on the third quarter, and that will take us to the end of the third with Star Valley ahead 34-0. 1 quarter to go in the 3A semifinal on the SVI Sports Network.
What's that sound?
Less stress with Stress Reducer. The soothing sounds of mating whales have been scientifically proven to reduce stress.
Less. Customers can easily shop for tires and schedule services online, so when they come in, there's no stress.
Feeling relaxed yet?
I'm so far from relaxed.
No stress with Point S.
Everyday life is tiring, isn't it? After a long day, aren't you just exhausted? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just lay down on a perfect mattress? Something that feels like it was custom made just for you. Something so nice it felt like the mattress itself was tucking you in. Now you can with Mountain Valley Mattress Company. See how affordable your next great night's sleep can be in downtown Afton or at mountainvalleymattress.com.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Start of the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter at Braves Field in Afton, where it's 34-0. Star Valley on top. Riverton Wolverines will have the football, facing a 2nd and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Quarterback Blake Gattenbein will be in the shotgun. Saltzgaber will motion from left to right. Gattenbein has the snap, throws it down the field, and caught for the first down and diving ahead near midfield. What a great pass from Gattenbein. He's able to find Dane Cox and move the chains to the 48.
Gain of 19. Dane Cox reels in his third catch, and that one was right in a very small window for Gattenbein.
See, the good coverage was there from Preston Ross, but just a great pass.
A lot of these guys were saying for Riverton, if you're a Star Valley fan, just make a mental note. Gattenbein, Saltzgaber, all these guys were saying they're coming back next year.
Yeah, Riverton's going to be a good team in the 2025 campaign. Here's a rollout from Gattenbein. He'll set his feet, fire, and caught again inside Braves territory, and sliding down to catch that one was Jackson Larson at the 44-yard line, an 8-yard gain, and 2nd and 2. 11:20 to go in the fourth quarter.
We just saw Larson make that nice play on fourth down, this time on defensively. Now he makes his catch on offense. Full disclosure, he is a senior. We've been saying everybody's back, but not everybody's back, but a lot of them.
2nd and 2. Under center is Gattenbein. Saltzgaber in the backfield. Cox in motion from left to right to set up heavy on that side. Pitch out to Saltzgaber. Looks for that first down. Has it and more. 40 and hit out of bounds near the 35-yard line to move the chains with about 10:49 to go in the fourth quarter.
About 8 yards on that one. Up to 67 on the ground for Hunter Saltzgaber. And he had a lot of room before the Braves got a hand on him. Finally, it's Hayden Morgan who spins him out of bounds. And Duke, I got to tell you, I'm a little taken aback. We are losing the snow contest with Mountain View. We saw that earlier. All the snow banks on the side. We don't have enough.
We have had very little.
I'm kidding. They can go ahead and win that.
Yeah, it's 1st and 10. Here is under center is Gattenbein, and he fumbles the snap, picks it up, now runs into his tailback, and he falls on the football. Fumbled it twice on the snap and on the exchange on the handoff. Luckily, Saltzgaber able to fall on it, but a 5-yard loss on the play.
And that one just a plain old botched exchange there with the center and the quarterback. Just sometimes that just does happen. Loss of about 6.
Ball back to the 41-yard line to make it 2nd and 16. 9:50 to go in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. If the score holds, Star Valley will head back to the title game for the 3rd consecutive year to face the Cody Broncs for the 3rd consecutive year. 2nd and 16. Ball from the Star Valley 46-yard line. Gattenbein shotgun, option play, pitches. Saltzgaber running with a full head of steam and tackled after a 6-yard gain up to about the 35-yard line. Gets to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, gets that yardage back. Gattenbein on the ground tonight. I've got him 9 carries, 37 yards. I put that last one just on the team. That didn't feel right.
So it'll be 3rd and a long 10 now for Riverton. Clock in our Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter rolls down to 9 minutes remaining. Braves up 34-0. Star Valley, it was tied 0-0 after the end of the first quarter, and then Star Valley put up 27 points in the second. Now lead at 34-0 in the fourth. Here's a pitch out, double handoff. Running is Saltzgaber, looks to the right, spins on the sideline, and tackled hard inside the 30. We've seen that play a few times tonight. Saltzgaber is stopped shy of the first down, but makes it a 4th down and manageable here, about 4th and 4 from the Star Valley 29.
Yeah, about 7 yards on that one.
4th down.
As you mentioned, they'll bring up 4th down. Obviously going to go for it here to see if they can keep this drive going, maybe put some points on the board.
Clock rolls down to 8:15.
Wolverines are 1 for 1 tonight on 4th down.
Was a fake punt that they converted that on. Here's a pass to the right side. Caught, nope, through the hands. Oh, he did catch it, but was caught shy of the sticks.
Saltzgaver caught it, but yeah, not enough for that first. Looks like they're going to give him about 3 of the 4 yards he needed.
Both teams turn it over on downs. Star Valley on their last possession, Riverton on this possession, and with 8:03 to go in the game, Braves retake possession of the football with a 34-0 lead on our Bank of Star Valley scoreboard.
Kyan Watson coming out. I also see, let's see, I thought I saw number 19, Katie Nichols as well.
Yep, Nichols is going to line up and play tailback.
Phoenix Hovey is in at quarterback.
So we're seeing the second unit offense come in here for Star Valley with a 34-0 lead and 8 minutes remaining in the game. Be 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. Turn, handoff to Katie. She'll have a carry right up the gut and will be brought down for a 1-yard gain on the play for Nichols. Under 8 minutes to go in the game. All pushed up to the 27-yard line. Nichols will sub out. We'll see Brennan Barber, the junior, come in to play tailback. Kyan Watson in the backfield as well.
I really want to start calling him the Barbarian, so he needs to rip one off here.
Here's split backs in the backfield. Hovey under center. Turns. Hands off. Stutter step 30 and 35. And Brennan Barber will be out of bounds at about the 35-yard line. They'll mark him a yard shy of the first down.
That's 7 yards there for Brennan.
Stops the clock as well. 7:19 to go in the Napa Auto Parts 4th quarter. Tate Lawson also in the game. He's going to flank wide to the left to play receiver. On the right side is Preston Ross.
The Braves just 1 of 3 on 3rd down. They've hardly had any 3rd downs.
Sam Gaskell playing tight end left side. His brother was pretty good there.
Yeah.
Here's a pass for Ross, and it is complete for the first down. Able to find Preston Ross up the sideline and tackled inside Riverton territory at about the 45-yard line. Phoenix Hovey, on the throw, and Preston Ross on the reception. So it'll be at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 after the Wyoming Army National Guard first down.
21-yard gain for Preston Ross, his 3rd catch of the night. He's got 44 yards. And that one from Phoenix Hovey, as you mentioned.
Once again, Kyan Watson will be tailback with Hovey in the shotgun. Ross to the right, Lawson to the left. Gaskell tight end, handoff. And hit at the line of scrimmage, driving the pile forward for a gain of a couple is Kyan Watson, and Watson will get about 2 yards on the carry.
Kyan, his 2nd carry of the night. Remember, he had the first rush of the night. Bookends it here, 2 carries, 8 yards tonight, and he'll stay out there. Oh, nope, looks like they'll bring him out. Who knows?
6:25 to go in the Napa Auto Parts 4th quarter.
I have given up in year 9 trying to guess Coach Young and his offensive brain power. I don't know what he's going to do. I just don't know.
Well, Watson will stay out there. Nathan Hatterley will also join him. And flanking out wide to the left is Mason Pack, number 20.
I think Mason had a catch last week against Lander.
I formation for Hovey. Pack in motion. Turn, fake the pitch to him, and instead pitch it outside to the left. Ball to the 40, down to the 30, and tackled there. Nathan Hatterley again on the run, and we've seen a couple tough runs for Nathan in this second half.
That's a 13-yard gain for Nathan. He's got 3 carries for 29 yards. Talked about Riverton with a lot of people coming back. The Braves depth. They got a lot of juniors and sophomores on this team coming back as well, and that juniors, sophomore, and freshman squad's all very successful this year.
Kyan Watson, the tailback, a new set of downs after the Wyoming Army National Guard first down. Here's a pitch ahead to Zach Thompson, and he's tackled in the backfield. That will be a loss on the catch of 3 yards, -3. 5:33 and counting in the 4th quarter. 2nd and long coming up. Star Valley looks to advance to 11-0 on the season. pick up their 20th consecutive win and are now 1 win away from a three-peat. They'll again have the Cody Bronx, as many predicted. That will happen next week in Laramie on a Friday afternoon. Here's a turn, here's a handoff. Big hole for Nichols, I believe, and Katie is going to run it right up the middle to the 25-yard line.
About 7 yards. Watson, the fullback.
Be 3rd and 5. As Katie comes out of the game. Kyan Watson, the tailback.
You know, I'm just going to kind of pile on what something Winston Patterson said. I'll come back to that thought.
Watson to the left side. Tight ends bunched on to the right. 4.5 to go. Hand off to Watson. Has a nice hole and sidesteps the tackler to get the first down inside the 20. Beautiful move by Kyan to move the chains. Another Wyoming Army National Guard first down.
About 9 yards there for Kyan Watson. I was just going to say Winston talked about how the staff and the program develops players all the way down, and you see that with Katie. She's one of these players. We've mentioned this before. She was playing football in the Thane Little League Rec League, I'm sure, and then the middle school, and we've seen her all the way up through this program, and that's why it looks like it's natural, because it is.
Right now, the Cody Bronx leading Douglas 49-21, 11 minutes to go in the fourth. Here's another handoff up the middle. Tough running down to the 10-yard line. Barber again on the carry to make it a 6-yard gain. And Star Valley inside the Riverside Dental Crimson Zone.
5 more for Brennan. He's got a couple of carries for 12 yards.
Phoenix Hovey in the offense, the second unit on the field. They'll go no huddle with Barber in the backfield. Shotgun. Man in motion. Throw ahead to the motion man and running right up the middle. I believe that was Tayson Stoker, I want to say. Yep, Tayson Stoker on the reception. He'll pick up a yard to make it 3rd and 4. Clock down to 3:13 in the Napa Auto Parts fourth quarter. Texting and driving, everyone knows there's no and. You're either texting or driving. If you're typing or reading while behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. Whiteout reminds you, if you're texting, you're not driving. Under center is Hovey. I formation. Pitch backwards, looking for that first down marker is Tayson Tittenser. He's going to push the pile forward and have the first down inside the 5. Still pushing it down near the goal line and stopped at the 1-yard line.
So you see Will Linford, 88, in there blocking. Phoenix Hovey was in there. Sam Gaskell.
Great job with the push on the pile, and it's 1st and goal from the 1-yard line for the Braves. 2:45 to go in the game. Star Valley leading it 34-0. Playing center right now is Elijah Christensen. I formation set behind
on Swift 98, SVI Media, and the SVI Sports Network. This is Star Valley High School Sports.
For the touchdown.
First Bank of Wyoming countdown to kickoff.
Tayson Tittenser for 6, and it's 40-0 Star Valley. 2:29 to go in the fourth.
I believe that's Tayson's second rushing touchdown of the season. And the Braves put up another touchdown. That's their he's got one, Martini's got one, Grant Thompson 2 rushing touchdowns. So the running game's been very prolific tonight. Sometimes the passing game gets a lot of the glory, but the running backs tonight have been very effective.
PAT is blocked, it's caught in the air, and that will be a dead ball. So a missed PAT. Star Valley leads 40-0 SVI.
It was a time when I first got this AFib that I couldn't do anything at all. I run out of energy just walking across the floor. Dr. Gonzalez started some procedures and some medicines, and I feel pretty dang good, and I can go out and do things. When you need cardiologist services, you need them, and you need them right now.
Are you ready to join a legacy of service and adventure? The Wyoming National Guard invites you to be a part of something bigger. With us, you can serve your state and nation, all while pursuing your dreams. In the Wyoming National Guard, we ride for the brand, then fly for the brand. Embrace the opportunity, make a part-time commitment, and become a guardian of Wyoming's future. Join us today and be a part of a tradition like no other. Your journey begins here.
It's time for some Napa know-how. Fourth quarter coverage on the SVI Sports Network is provided by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and Thane.
Jason Titzer for the touchdown. The Carpus Plus colored tiles kickoff. Carpus Plus located in Afton and in Thane. Ross Hilton will boot this one away from the 40, puts his foot into it, and will knuckleball it down into about the 17-yard line. Big return up to the 35-40, stumbling up to the 44-yard line for a nice return. Let's send it out to Jake Hibbert for the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio update on the 4A semifinal happening tonight.
Yeah, guys, so we just had this happen. It is 28-28, no more. 4th down and 1. Keyshawn Jackson breaks through the first level. There's no second or third. That's how 4th down goes. East leads at 35-28. Back to you.
Thank you, Jake. Man. Might we see a rematch of the 4A class as well if East can hold on to that, and if Sheridan does what Sheridan does tomorrow.
Tell you what, though, East and Campbell, they put on a show a few weeks ago, doing it again.
Here's a 1st and 10 handoff for Riverton. And it's going to be a run up the right side for a few. That was Camden Heel, I believe, number 20, right? The roster has him listed as a freshman, if that's who it was.
Yeah, very well. Yeah, that's the same roster I have.
So looks like Coach Leonard maybe getting some reps in a playoff game for his second unit offense as well. Looks like the sophomore, Cameron Vincent, now playing quarterback for the Wolverines, wearing number 12. So
just a reminder, Vincent did come in earlier. He just 0 for 1.
He'll turn and hand off this time. Tackle made at midfield for a gain of about 2 yards. And again, the freshman Heel on the carry. Makes it 3rd down and about 4 yards to go. 1:30 remaining in the ballgame. You know, you got to tip your hat, though, to this Riverton team. Came up short here. They're trailing 40-0, but now it's an 8-win season. They make it to the semis, considering where this team was 2 years ago.
Yes.
And what they have coming back. Watch out for the Wolverines. Healed another handoff, looking for that 1st down, gets stacked up. Stop maybe just short, really close to the sticks. They'll stop the clock and wave it ahead. 1st down for the Riverton Wolverines. 1:06 to go.
Yeah, they had success last year. They built on it. I think they added to it. And then, like you said, the future very bright for this Wolverine program.
Vincent under center, I formation. Hand off again to Heel. And again, he goes right up the middle for a 3-yard gain. Riverton will have to run just one more play as the clock rolls down to 40 seconds. Oh, we have an injured Wolverine, so the clock will stop.
Especially at this point in the game.
Right. 39.6 seconds on the clock as the staff comes out to attend to the injured player. We'll take an injury timeout and return after this, live from Star Valley High School on SVI.
I'm Rob Erickson, and I've been on the weight loss plan taught by Brian Drollinger now since May of this year. I'm down 43 pounds, and I feel better than I have in a long time. I love the convenience of the program. It's very straightforward and easy to operate. I'm able to grab my fuelings and get back with my busy life. I would definitely encourage anybody who's interested in living a healthier lifestyle to give Brian a try.
To learn more, attend the next Night of Health and Hope event on Wednesday, November 13th at 6 p.m. at Gather in Afton.
The Lincoln County School District Number 2 Transportation Department is hiring bus aides for the current school year. Earn extra cash while helping out the students. Starting wage for bus aides is $16.75 per hour. No experience is necessary and all training is paid. To get started and fill out your application, visit lcsd2.org and click job openings. That's lcsd2.org. Click job openings. Become a bus aide and enjoy a great way to earn some part-time cash.
Fourth quarter coverage of Star Valley football is presented by Napa Auto Parts in Afton and in Thane.
Riverton's number 83, the injured Wolverine. We unfortunately don't have him on our roster, but he is off the field, able to walk off with some help. And a 2nd down pitch to the outside to Heel for Riverton. Puts his shoulder down and will be tackled inbounds shy of the 40 with 31 seconds remaining, and that might do it. Yeah, you hate to see that injury down at this stage of a game. You had the reserves in, just trying to run out the clock at this point. And
the positive thing is he did get up and walk off the field. It didn't look like it felt very good, but at least there is that. So hopefully that's all it is.
Wolverines will go for another play with 15 seconds remaining in a 3rd down and 5 situation. Hand off to Heel again. He's had a lot of carries here late. The freshman has. And he'll be stopped shy of the yard to gain with 4 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. And the Braves will load the bus to Laramie. The undefeated season continues. And Star Valley 11-0 on the season. And back to the title game after a 40-0 win against the Riverton Wolverines.
20 games in a row, Duke, as you mentioned. And before the season started, I think most people, if not all of them, had felt like it was going to be a Star Valley Cody rematch again for the 3rd straight year. Of course, the team's got to go out and do it, and looks like they have. And they will battle again. Those two teams have dominated the 3A class the last decade, literally. And so this next week will be the 11th year in that stretch that either that one or the other will have won the state championship.
And the 3rd consecutive they go head-to-head in that game. Of course, Star Valley winning the last 2. Silver Star postgame coverage. Take flight to faster Wi-Fi. Learn how at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. Let's begin postgame coverage with a look around the state. Jake Hibbard in the Mountain Valley Mattress Company studio with our postgame update on SVI.
Hey guys, I'm here. We just have fast developing stuff. Give me a second, and yeah, I'll be good to go. Okay, hello. Hi, folks. Okay, so nice win. We're on to the state championship, right? Well, let's start off by taking a look at the 3A bracket as we have it. So Star Valley and Cody, 3 p.m. on Friday next week. How about that at Jonah Field? Make sure you get your reservations, or you guys probably have your reservations already. I hope Duke got mine. He's the boss man. Anyways, let's take a look at the most recent game that I got some updates for. It's the 4A contest, as we've got Cheyenne East and Campbell County. We'll start things off with Cheyenne East and Keyshawn Jackson getting that touchdown in to start them off at 7-0. East was up ahead first, but then Mason Drewby comes back with a quarterback keeper, and it goes 7-7. Jackson comes back in the second quarter, a second touchdown, and Cheyenne East leaves it 14-6. But Drewby throws it, and back-to-back touchdowns by him. Campbell County leads it tied 28-28. Cheyenne East on 4th down and 1, under 2 minutes to play. Keyshawn Jackson, a 3rd touchdown of the game, and 35-28. And now just moments ago, guys, I haven't seen this play. I know someone scored. All right, let's take a look at it together. Campbell County, that's Drewby with it. There's 23 seconds left. He keeps it. Oh, my goodness. He jumps over the pylon. Not over the pylon. He jumps over the pile. He jumps over the pile, minus that lawn. And we are sitting out. Let's take a live look, guys. Let's take a live look. We have 19 seconds left. Campbell County. Oh, no. They went for 2. What do you do? What do you say? What do you say there at home? You go for the tie at home. You go for the win. Look, I'm upset enough that people go for 2 all the time anyways. Rant over. Uh-oh, Campbell County might have whoopsie-daisied. All right, let's take a look at another game that happened as the 4A bracket looks like we will have Sheridan or Natrona County against probably Cheyenne East. Let's go to the 2A today where Cokeville, Mountain View came in as the big favorite and with the big snow piles, as they mentioned as well. Nice job on the broadcast, guys. That was Kason Walker getting the first touchdown of the game in for Cokeville, and then Michael Moyes, that's his older brother, Justin Moyes. Hey, Michael, if you're watching, hello. He got a big touchdown, couple of those for Justin Moyes in there. Cokeville took a 16-0 lead. First touchdown of the Mountain View game was by Cashton. All right, Cokeville goes back in another safety. I was going to say touchdown, but that's a safety. They almost got a touchdown. That was a 19-play drive left to turnover on downs, left to 1-play safety. They get 2 points. They get the ball back. It's 18-18, and then Mr. Moyes goes a running 62 yards down to another end zone. And look at this broken tackle at the end. Whoop! See you guys in state. Cokeville on its way to their first 2A state championship, as far as my knowledge goes, ever. I'll double-check that later on WyomingFootball.com. Give a shout-out to Mountain View in their season. That was Justice Platts going out there for his lone touchdown pass of the game. And the completed pass goes out there. Should give a shout out to them too. That was out to Bridger Dope. No, that was someone else. Hey, the other 2A game, I got to move on. The show goes on, right? So Lovell was up 25-22 in the fourth quarter, and Avon Barney wanting a former 1A state title rematch with Cokeville. Remember that, guys? Yeah, that was a day before the pandemic. Those guys were in 1A. Now they're in 2A, and guess what? Bighorn Lovell, it's Bighorn, it's Cokeville. And just like nothing ended. Are we going to have to create another subset because Bighorn and Cokeville, they're taking over 2A as well. We'll see them next week in the state championship. They're the ones who kick things off. Cokeville, Bighorn, noon. They used to have a 1 o'clock Saturday game. Now they're Friday at noon. Let's go on to the 3A. Cody and Douglas, like we said, not a surprise here. Owen Peterson getting the touchdown to make it 21-0. And the final score that I had was 42. I think it was 42-21. But let's take a quick look here at the live cam. 42-21 and 49-28 the score at the moment. So game's still going. But Cody, they will be our opponent, sure looks like, next week. Well, boy, I already put him in there. Whoopsies. Sorry, Douglas. All right, let's take a look at six-man. Snake River and Burlington. Burlington got in by way of a triple overtime victory. Triple overtime, 62-62, and it was Jordan Broderlow who got both of the touchdowns in the extra time for Burlington. That was the first, and then Encampment comes back with a touchdown pass of their own. That was a fancy little move. They go for one, and the wrinkle is after this touchdown, this is one, because in six-man, they figure you don't have kickers, so if you kick a field goal, it's worth two. This is for one in the win because this was the back end of overtime. No good. Encampment then gets stopped, and Broderlow gets the pitch back. I used to be a pitchback. I'm excited to call that game next week. Dal, you ready? You got your dancing shoes on? You better be ready. It's going to be a fast game. Like I said, this is a rematch, right? Burlington and Snake River, not a big surprise. 4A, looks like we've got Sheridan and Natrona County tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then we'll find out who that is. And then Lingle, Fort Laramie, and Big Piney. That is, we've gone final, guys. It is final. Campbell County has lost. What do you say? You do not go for the win at home, right? You go for the tie. Where's my astute? There it is. Look me in the eyes. I'm sick of these two-point conversions being the only thing at the end of the game. Play for overtime. Look what Burlington did. They were at home. They played for overtime. Back to you guys. See you next week.
Sorry, Jake. We gotta cut you off there. Our interview's waiting. Let's send it down to the field to Claire Meyer. She's with Coach Young and players and the Miles CPA Sideline Report.
Oh, all right. I'm here with
Garrett Carlson
and
Dylan Hershey
and
Ty Johnson
and
Cooper Lancaster
and
Dayton Schwab.
And of course, I'm here with Coach Young. And who's this? And
Ben.
Glad to have you two here. Okay, I have a question for you guys. So I know you're injured and you can't really play at these games, but I had a requested question from one of your coaches. What do you guys do in practice each day? Just when you go to practice, are you there for support, or do you just what do you do?
We just like to keep up the team spirits, keep them going through the cold, and don't let them give up.
Yeah,
what he said.
Yeah, okay, perfect. And then, even though you're injured, do you think that I don't know how to word this, but how have you kept yourselves being positive even through all the hard times?
Our coach always preaches about mudita. It means finding joy in other people's success, and these are my brothers. I love them, and I love seeing them succeed.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, like you said, this is our family, so it's important for us to build them up and do whatever we can to help them succeed. So
perfect, thank you. And
yeah, and I just when other people get hyped and stuff, it just it makes it feel like you're pretty much out there because you get hyped with them. So
yeah, guys, thank you so much. I'm sorry about your injuries, but you guys have such a positive outlook about it. So way to go, way to keep going. Okay, Coach Young, I have a question for you. So you have been through the season and you've watched all these guys struggle, and you have finished the playoffs, and it's been amazing for all the seniors. And now you're going for a three-peat state title, and the Braves have never gotten a three-peat state title. How does it make you feel watching this team grow and being a part of this journey?
Well, to be clear, we have had a three-peat, but it's been 60 years.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some of the old guys watching at home. They're like, hey, we did it back then. So no, a lot of great teams have been through here, but the old three-peats eluded us for over a half a century. So that's been a goal of ours. It's got these guys out of bed early in the morning all winter and spring, got them here and away from their girlfriends and all the money they could have been making working jobs in the evenings and lifting weights. So this has been a goal of ours for a long, long time. And to now be on the doorstep and have an opportunity to go to Laramie next week and face a Cody team that gave us everything we wanted before, a really, really good team, one of the best teams maybe in state history. I mean, they've assembled a great squad, and, you know, to be able to play them again for a third time in a row in Laramie is going to be exciting. But wanted to give a shout out to these guys right here. This season's been hard. I say often that the hardest thing about coaching football is watching kids get hurt. Yeah. And I tell these guys, know that you're living a good life, because it always seems to happen to the kids that are living right and doing everything they can and committed. And it's hard to not have them out there with us. But one, kind of the theme of the year has become a word mudita, which I believe is a Hindu word that means the ability to be happy for others. And these guys and the entire squad, the ability to rally around each other and love each other, I think is what's put us, again, in this situation to go for a three-peat. So excited for these guys. We're going to celebrate this one and then go to work because we got our hands full next week.
Perfect. And yeah, you guys have been so positive. Like, way to go and keep it up. I have a question for you two. What are you going to do to, like, celebrate this win with your dad? Are you going to play some Zelda or, like, do anything like that?
Either Mario or Zelda.
All right. How about you?
Definitely.
All right. That's good. Well, it was amazing. These semifinals were so good, and you guys did great. Way to hype everybody up and keep going at it. I think I'll turn it back over to you guys.
Thank you, Claire Myers. Appreciate it as always. Down on the field with the Miles CPA Sideline Report in Afton and Alpine. That's Miles CPA at 885-0055. Again, the final, Star Valley defeats Riverton 40-0. Down the score by the numbers with the Battleson Brothers post-game battle stats.
Well, first for the Wolverines, Blake Gettenbein comes in 12 of 19 tonight for 94 yards. Spreading that around, Jackson Larson, 4 catches, 31 yards. Dane Cox had 3 for 26. Caden Arnold had a pair for 30 yards to lead the way. On the ground, Hunter Saltzgaver, 15 carries, 74 yards on the ground tonight. Gettenbein finishes 9 carries, 37 yards. So 94 through the air, 124 on the ground, 218 total on the night for the Wolverines. For the Braves, Smith McClure, 11 of 22 tonight for 211 yards. He threw 2 touchdowns to Bryson Nield to get things rolling. Nield was the top target, 5 catches, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That was all in the first half. Preston Ross had 3 for 44. Roman Erickson had a pair for 37. On the ground, spreading it out. Nobody had more than 4 carries for the Braves. Grant Thompson had 4 for 68 yards and 2 touchdowns. Smith McClure, 4 for 52. Wyatt Martini had 3 for 63 yards and a touchdown. 230 through the air, 273 on the ground for a total of 503 for the Star Valley Braves tonight as they win their 20th straight and heading to Laramie. And I'm pretty sure they get the Wyoming Cowboys locker room next weekend. We'll see how that goes, but that's a look at your post-game battle stats.
Brought to you by Battleson Brothers Flooring. Carpet One, Floor and Home, quality, price, and service. A block south of the Arch and Afton, that is Battleson Brothers Flooring. Dal, how about your player of the game presented by Star Valley Skidoo?
You know what? We decided to go with Damian Burgess tonight, the center for the Braves. We talked about centers not ever getting any credit. They only get blame. How about some credit for Damian Burgess tonight, your player of the game?
Congratulations, well deserved for Damian Burgess, the Star Valley Skidoo player of the game. Top quality products combined with excellent service standards. Visit StarValleySkidoo.com. That is StarValleySkidoo.com. So that will wrap it up, Dal, as Star Valley and Cody again next weekend in Laramie.
Yeah, it looks to be the case, although I will be honest, dude, that lead was so big. Someone just showed me it is 49-40 with 5 minutes left in that game.
What? 49-40?
That's what they just showed me.
It is 5.5 to go.
So we've been kind of making some assumptions.
Wow.
I guess maybe we fired up Douglas. I don't know. We didn't mean to. Anyway, we thought that was a big lead, but I guess we'll see how that finishes out. But that's what we thought was going to happen. We'll see.
Okay, 5.5 to go, so I guess we won't fill in Cody quite yet. We'll see how that one turns out, but this one is done. Braves win it 40-0 over the Riverton Wolverines. Dal and I will be in state to produce the broadcast on the NFHS network. It will be NFHS only next week with live radio coverage on Swift 98 in the Star Valley area. 40-0 your final. Braves over the Wolverines. That's it for the Silver Star post-game coverage. Take flight to faster Wi-Fi. Learn how at silverstar.com. That is silverstar.com. I'm Duke Dance with Al Erickson, David Kazera, producer, assisted by Sage Jacobson, and a great crew of camera ops. Thank you for joining us on the SBI Sports Network. I think they're going for